Hey, welcome back, race enthusiasts, to the final stretch of the 2024 WGP One World Series, the Jet Tribe Eurofinals. This is Dawn Dawson welcoming you right here at Lake Jeziorsko in Ostrów, Warcki, Poland, as we gear up for the most crucial moments of the series. The anticipation is building as we get closer to announcing our new European champions. The countdown to glory is on, and soon we're going to witness the crowning of the 2024 European champions. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, and keep cheering as we dive right back in to the thrilling action of the Jet Tribe Eurofinals WGP One World Series right here in Ostrów, Warcki, Poland. Gorgeous afternoon. A recap, the weather was kind of nuts, and look at this incredible venue that we are blessed to be a part of. It has been so beautiful to be on this gorgeous lake, over 45 kilometers long. And as we take a look out over the venue and this incredible location, Sea-Doo, Kawasaki, and so many others have been a part of this. We're really blessed.
More our jet ski material product. It will be good to race in all three races because not only in Thailand, we also want to appeal our products to Europe and the US and also the Asian countries. As I said, jet ski is very fun to ride, and it offers a very excitement, and the racing is also one of them. So, and jet ski gives you a nicer lifestyle. So that's why. So I want everybody to try jet ski and come to our world. Thank you.
And we're back down on the line as we get ready for Pro Sport GP. What an incredible run we've had the last couple of motos. Here's the recap of what has been going on. In moto number 2, Simon Belcher with the whole shot, but he had his lead taken away by Omut Salih in that very first lap. Salih held the lead for that entire race, and at the photo finish, it was almost uncertain as to whether he or Simon got that win. Unfortunately, Salih was penalized for missing a buoy in that second lap, and Simon Belcher took the win for this moto, followed by Supatat Futrakun. Lennon Parkin, who finished in third, Lennon and Supatat do battle for the third ahead of moto number 3. That's how tight the points are. And we're just getting ready for this final moto, and currently sitting at the top of it is going to be a boat number 111. That is Simon Belcher with 113 points, Omut Salih with 103, and Supatat Futrakun with 96. And let's switch it over to a young man that came all the way from the UK. He's only 8 years fast, and what an incredible opportunity we get to hang out with him. This is Harry Shortland, and hey, he is royalty, if you will. I'm here with Steve Bushell, who's been a part of racing forever and ever. This is James Bushell's nephew out on the water. Let's talk about the power of junior racing, and you guys please put your hands together as he comes on that front stretch and give Harry Shortland a heck of a round as we get a chance to watch this young junior run. Give me a little bit of background about this, Steve.
Yeah, what we're trying to do is encourage young riders to come into the sport. So Harry, this is his 5th time on a Spark now. So in the UK, we want to get more riders out there, so we're going to have a little series where it's a little bit of fun for them.
So fun to watch this guy, and Harry is just like James in the respect that he pretty much wanted to be on a jet ski almost immediately.
Oh yeah, we got a lake, and he kept on and on and on about going on the ski, and in the end, James said, "Go, have a go," and we was totally shocked on how he got on it.
I'm not all that surprised. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, when he comes back around, would you do me the ultimate honor of standing up and giving Harry a big old ovation? If you guys would all clap for him and let him know how excited it is to see these young, wonderful riders be a part of jet ski racing. Steve, you got a cool announcement for next year, too, I think.
Yeah, well, he's coming back next year.
Oh, that is so awesome. And I think you are opening up some more really cool ideas for junior racing.
Yeah, so me and Peter, we've had a big discussion about doing this, and we're hoping to do it in the Belgium rounds and also in the UK, and like I say, in the World Series as well.
Oh, I can't wait. All right, we're watching Harry Shortland as he plays aboard a Spark. He's 8 years old. We're going to actually get an opportunity to see him in race action, and look at that form. He actually even looks like James Bushell out there.
Yeah, he's got the same style. He watches James all the time. I was a little bit worried whether he'd go out with this bit water being rough, because it is rough out there for him. But yeah, he's doing amazing.
He doesn't even look at all intimidated. You know that, right?
Oh, no. When I said, look, it might be too rough, he said, I don't care, I'm going.
Here's my favorite part of all this. Knowing Steve Bushell, he was trying to retire out of the sport. And then, of course, Harry Shortland comes along, and Harry's like, nope, Papa, you're not going to get to retire. You're going to be here for another 15 years. What do you guys think of watching this guy? This is Harry Shortland. Please let him know how much fun it is to watch him out on the water.
Yeah, look at him. He's really getting over the handlebars, just like James does as well.
Super aggressive. How much fun it is to watch this guy. He's got a little modified spark, so it's slower than the normal boat. And ladies and gentlemen, please stand up. Put your hands together for Harry Shortland.
It's amazing, isn't it?
So much fun. I'm down here with Steve Bushell, the president of the JRSA. It's so much of a privilege to have you be a part of this sport, sir.
No problem, Dawn.
What's your name?
All right, and we're going to be going to some racing here in just a minute. And congratulations once again, Harry Shortland. Let's take a look at what's happening this year on the 2024 season. This is our Asian Championships for the first time ever that happened in Osaka, Japan. This was the 6th through the 9th of June, and this was our inaugural event for that Asian Cup. Up next, well, that's where we are right now. We're in Ostrów, Poland, and this is the first official round for the World Series, the WGP1 World Series Europe, Poland, the 24th to the 28th of July, and we have been right in the middle of craziness. Next up, one of our favorite places. This is Lake Havasu City, Arizona. It's going to be still nice and hot in October, and we are going to be lighting up the desert out in Arizona in October. Our final round, this is the diamond in a triple crown of amazing racing. We're here in Pattaya, Thailand, where we have had record attendance and record numbers of people viewing for the first time. We hit over 1 billion people, all of that happening this year. Please be sure and join us for all 3 of these rounds. Let's take a look at the events that you're going to see this afternoon. We're going to start with Pro Sport GP. Next will be the Pro-Am Runabout 1100 Open. But the Pro Sport, well, that is where you have this hybrid of stand-up and runabout. It's like they had a baby, and it was this crazy sport class. Pro-Am Runabout 1100 Open, it's almost open your wallet as well. These boats are tweaked out to go incredible speeds. I think you're truly going to love this amazing class. We've got some of the top riders in the world. Pro Ski Grand Prix, this is one of the big guns. Some of the fastest stand-up riders in the world, breaking records 75 to 85 miles per hour. They are going to blister some incredible records. Finally, we have the fastest sit-downs in the world, Pro Runabout GP, and that is what's coming up next. Pro Runabout GP is going to be one of the big ones. Here's our race course. Let's talk a little bit about the ski division as we look at our weather this afternoon. We've got 22 turns, 13 to the left, and then we're going to be having 9 right-hand turns. So we call this in the business a left-hand track. And I get the pleasure today of showing you how it works. There's your starting system. We're going to go through, and how they line up is how they're going to hit on those split sections. Then we got on the right-hand side, just for the skis, a very technical track with a very short backstretch that they are not going to have a whole lot of time to open up the boats on the ski division. Now, on the runabout, well, this is the time to truly hit the throttle on that right-hand side. You've got multiple chicanes and 2 short back stretches to combine into some record-breaking times. Now take a look at the option. After the first lap, the riders get the opportunity to pick whether they want to go to the inside split or the outside split, and we have that indicated by the different colored buoys. And we are back on the lineup, and here is a very close run as Simon Belcher, Omut Salih, and Supatat Futrakun battling it out for these port systems. And I got to say, in moto number 2, Simon Belcher with the whole shot, but he had the lead taken away by Omut Salih. That has reduced the point gap. It's only 113 points for Simon as he comes into this. Omut Salih will have 103 points. Futrakun will have 96 points. It's going to be very close between these 3 riders to see who is going to take the overall. Well, that's what it looks like as we get ready to go. Again, this is moto number 3. And it has been quite the weekend. I can see Matt Doss down there as we take a look at Super Top Foot Raccoon. Gentleman that's in third has decided to line up on the outside. Smooth move, sir. Let's see if that strategy pays off. 143, that's Kyle Horton. Right next to him, Kyle Horton, the young gun out of the Great Britain. And his dad is all grins after watching some incredible racing from his son this weekend. Dad's down there holding for him. And I know there are a lot of Great Britain fans up in the stand. If you guys are rooting for the UK, let us know. We can see you on the camera. Yay, thank you for waving to us. That's so cool. Just let us know who you want to take the win. And you can join us on the live stream, by the way. And boat number 41, this gentleman, Lennon Parkin, the outside of the inside. He rides for the Great Britain. He's an incredible racer. Boat number 77, he's second in the points right now. Omut Salih, his buddy Chris down there holding for him. He rides for Team Flamingo. And finally, your points leader, the pole position on the inside. He's locked and loaded. It's the Triple Aces, Simon Belcher, riding for the United Kingdom. And by the way, you're defending World Series champion as we get ready to go. You're watching Pro Sport GP, and this is going to be a barn burner. And again, as we get locked and loaded, I had a moment to tell you about that recap, but Salih was penalized for missing a buoy after that incredible pass in Moto number 2. Simon Belcher ending up with the win. That makes these points even closer. Lennon Parkin, who finished in third. Lennon and Supatot are going to be doing battle for third. Listen to the points between third and fourth. They are both tied. Supatot Foot Raccoon has 96 points, and Lennon Parkin also has 96 points. This is going to be one heck of a crazy race, and already the live stream is lining up and giving a ton of feedback. Please join us on that live stream. We have 14 minutes plus 1 lap. And Benze Tekatarasiri saying Tia Turbo K45. Joe Thinker saying Triple Aces go team. Tell us who you're rooting for. I see Harley Ritchie up in the fans. We're going to see him out in the water in just a little bit as he gets ready to go for pro ski. We've got over 30 countries, 200 riders. And we would have had a packed house. We had a packed grandstand, but the winds were a little crazy this afternoon. Whew, it was insanity. So we lost a few, but I can see they're already moving their way back down here, and a ton of locals from Poland. And how cool is it to have you being a part of the Jet Tribe Euro Finals 2024 and the World Series Round 1. Hi, Mike. I see Mike, Harley Ritchie, Graham Leach down there. Tons of fantastic racers as we get ready to go. There's Joy to Steve Bushel's a beautiful and adorable wife. Ekachai Kunaset on the live stream telling us go 45. Danny Simpson saying let's go Belcher. Now, out of 6 riders, we have 3 countries represented on the line. And again, Simon Belcher with the lead in points, but just barely. Situation is unknown on who's going to be at the top of this podium at the end of this round. Jan Latham chiming in. Come on, Lennon, 41. And you can see that we're just about getting ready to go. Supatot turning on that GoPro so he doesn't miss any action. Now, with these riders, the holder situation works like this. When you're looking at a sit-down, they're allowed to have 2 holders. Stand-ups, which you'll be watching in just a little bit, are only going to be allowed 1 holder, but the sit-downs are allowed 2 holders. All right, guys, we got the motors fired, and we are ready to rock and roll. Great starts for Kyle Horton. He actually jumped out of there quicker, but, man, it was no contest for K45. He hit that gas like a scalded cat jumping out of that outside split. boat. Rataporn is saying go K45. Thanks so much for joining us on the live stream, you guys, as we get underway. Let's see who's going to get the whole shot between outside and inside. And it is the Triple Aces on the inside split. Simon Belcher. So Simon Belcher's got the whole shot on the inside, and he is going to meet on the front stretch. And let's see who's going to be dueling with, but I bet you it's Supatat Foot Raccoon, and just taking a look out, it certainly is. Belcher coming through quick as a wicket. Simon Belcher with the whole shot. It's going to be Supatat Foot Raccoon right up in second. Simon Belcher just taking a quick look back. Now, these boats look very stable. These runabout boats, they are a hybrid between a stand-up and a sit-down. And that hybrid creation has made one of the funnest boats to ride. It's actually a lot like riding like riding a bike or riding a motorcycle. They're not as stable as a runabout. You can't actually put two people on here, even though it looks like it's designed for two. Unlike a runabout, if you put two, they just roll you right over. And once you fall, if you fall in the water on these things, man, it is hard to get up. So you've really got to minimize any mistakes. Again, your top three. Simon Belcher leading, Supatat Foot Raccoon in second, and Lenny Parkin up there in third. Kyle Horton is in fourth. Omat Salih back in fifth place, and that is going to be a tough run for Omat Salih. He's only got 103 points. He needs to get as close to that top three spots as he can. That's Mr. Horton's dad, David, over there watching his son very carefully, and Kyle Horton with a great start from that outside. Look at Simon Belcher screaming through that inside split. Let's get some times. As soon as they come across that front stretch, I'll be able to pull up a few times for you. And on the first lap, Simon Belcher with a 138.713. Foot Raccoon just coming through as well. And Supatat had a 139.915. Kyle Horton, who just in third, has got a 138.260. And Parkin had a 140.980. So already we are seeing maneuvers as Horton takes over third. Nice job for Kyle Horton. Supatat Foot Raccoon sitting pretty. He did exactly what he needed to do. As I mentioned, he was tied with Lennon Parkin. He needed to get a good start. And getting up in that second place is going to nail him an opportunity to get that podium position. You're watching Pro Sport GP. So that means all the pros on the water. We have the sport division, as I mentioned, this hybrid boat between a stand-up and a runabout. Pretty sketchy. It can actually roll over pretty quickly if you're not careful, but a super ton fun to ride. You actually lean into the turns just like you're riding a stand-up. A little bit opposite of how they would ride a runabout boat, and that's your race leader, Simon Belcher. Let's talk a little bit about this World Series champion and your defending World Series champion from 2023 as he took the win last year. In 2019, he was a Euro Run Pro-Am Sport. He's 50 years fast. He's a company chairman out of Swindon, UK. Gentleman right behind him, Supatat Foot Raccoon. Kyle Horton and Lenny Parkin. Lenny not done chasing down Kyle. Wow, Lenny just pulled off at third place, moved right back into third. Great Britain is definitely going to be somebody to reckon with. They've been incredibly powerful in the sit-down divisions. Should have seen us earlier this week with the ENA and Open class. That was almost all Great Britain riders. Right now, as we mentioned, change in third. That's Lenny Parkin. Kyle Horton drops back one to fourth place, still looking for Omat Salih on the number 77 boat in fifth. And everybody is biting their fingernails. Sophie Miller and all of the team over there from Great Britain and the UK, nervous. I'm nervous for them. We've had incredible wins out here this weekend. was beautiful at the first part of the week. Now, if nothing changes the way it is right now, nice binoculars. The new podium will be Simon, Supatat, and Lennon. That would actually knock Omut Salih off unless he is able to get up. He came into this round in second, but the Cambodian rider, and actually one of the heroes from Cambodia, is one of the first male athletes to ever compete in the Asian Games. He has got to move up in this pack to preserve that podium position. Lennon Parkin, third place, out on the water at the moment. Is that Lucy Gadsby in the house? I do think it is. Lucy Gadsby, a.k.a. the 8-Ball. She has been one of the forces of nature in women's racing and men's racing, and she did all of that as a junior rider. If Lennon moves back even one, Salih will be podium. So right now, Omut Salih's fate is in the hands of not just himself, but also Lenny Parkin. Right now, there's Omut Salih, the gentleman coming in second in the points, coming into this round, is in fifth. I see Steve Bushell down there. Steve, thanks again for coming up and hanging out with me. Man, that was fun to talk about your grandson. What a hoot. Thomas Miller. Oh, yeah, thanks, sir, for bringing that up. 4 of the boats that are on the water right now are all Miller Racing. Miller Racing built boats. Nice plug. I see what you did. You're watching the battle between Supatat Foot Raccoon on the backstretch and Lenny Parkin. Outside, inside split. You've got Supatat Fruit Raccoon. He's going to follow Belcher on the outside. And it looks like Lenny Parkin choosing to do exactly the same thing. Now, as I mentioned, on that split section, you can pick where you're going to be on the line. And then after that first moto, and then after now you have to take the start on whatever side you pick, whether you pick the green or the blue side. But after the first lap, you can choose to go wherever you want to. You'll notice a lot of these sit-down riders have been picking that outside split. Salih just moved up. Omut Salih is moved up, so that locks him in. If he moves up one more, he will, in fact, get a chance to take second. Omut Salih has got to move up one more to take second, so the pressure's on. Thomas, I don't know if Graham finished a lap or not. Thomas on the live stream was asking if Graham Leach finished a lap. Now, the reason that they asked that is if you do a full, I think it's 2 laps, though, isn't it, Thomas? If you do 2 full laps, you still get full points for whatever position you're on. If, however, you don't complete your first full lap, you get a DNS, which means you do not get points. So that's why we're getting questions like that on the live feed. Appreciate you guys joining us on the live stream, too. This is great fun that you're watching Pro Sport GP. Going back to the timing, let's see how the story continues to unfold. Simon Belcher with a 1:36.769, sitting good. Closest to him is going to be Supatat Foot Raccoon. He's got a 4.188 deficit behind Simon Belcher. And then in third, Lenny Parkin. And Omut Salih has moved up into fourth. Kyle Horton in fifth. And I am showing Graham Leach is off, just to let you guys know that are listening in. That's Lenny Parkin. Lennon Parkin, a.k.a. Lenny. He's 17 years old. Hates football, which is kind of fun. His boat was built by Jets Shed, 158 Performance, and Alex Fielder. Sponsored by 158 Performance. There's Supatat Foot Raccoon, a rider out of Thailand. And actually quite a well-known rider out of Thailand. Supatat. In that second place spot, he had a great start on that outside split, just as a recap. Supatat Foot Raccoon with a 1:4:07. Wow, you know the fastest lap time? That just got laid down by Lenny Parkin. On lap number 6, Lenny Parkin had a 1:32.310. Wow. Fastest lap time so far in Pro Sport GP goes to the young gun out of Great Britain, Lenny Parkin. Got 9 minutes on the track. Lenny Parkin definitely putting his mark on this round, the 2024 World Series and the Jet Tribe Euro Finals. And there, as we see, boat number 45, that is Super Top Foot Raccoon. Hey, Tim Plumpton, thanks for hanging in. Oh, my God. Look how close Omut Salih is, and I believe Lenny Parkin moved up into second. What a rock star. Lenny Parkin from fourth to back to third, then to second. He's all over the place. Great move and a good pass for Lenny Parkin. Triple aces, Simon Belcher still leading. Lenny Parkin in second. It's Supatat Foot Raccoon in third. And Omut Salih pushing for fourth. Okay, new podium, the way it stands right now, if nothing changes. Simon Belcher will be your champion for this round. Lenny Parkin will be second, and Omut Salih will be third. Wow, how fate can change in a heartbeat. And there's Omut Salih. Omut has got to get around Supatat Foot Raccoon if he wants a chance at second. It's what he had coming into this, 14 minutes plus 1 lap. Boat Rataporn Hamkajon. Yes, we want you out here next year. Hey, you guys, let me know on the live stream. Who are you voting for? Would you like to see Great Britain take the championship? Would you like to see Thailand get up on that podium? Take a win? Cambodia? You let me know. If you have questions, let me know as well. Michelle Horton, Lenny's mom, is on the line. She's actually on the live feed. She couldn't be here, and she is saying, well done, Lenny. The race leaders coming across that front stretch. And Supatak Foot Raccoon is under pressure from Omut Salih on the inside split. Sarah Stables, that's my boy. Keep going, Lenny. Mark Goodall, come on, Lennon. Lenny is getting a ton of great feedback. Michelle Horton, Kyle's mom, shouting out for the Great Britain riders. Omut Salih back in fourth. What a incredible rider this is. He's actually so well known in Cambodia that every time he goes out there, it is like he is a celebrity. He is the very first male Cambodian athlete to win gold at the Asian Games in 2018 in Jakarta. And right now he is battling his heart out to move up this podium if he can. His first race was in 2008 at the TJSBA, and he won beginner ski that year, and he has been unstoppable ever since. A gold and bronze medalist at the SEA Games 2023 in Cambodia. Laura Ann Smith, big shout out to the whole British team. Absolutely smashed it out there. I couldn't agree more. Again, if you guys have a preference for who you think should be at the top of this podium, you just let me know. Or if you have questions, I'm also happy to answer these for you. If Salih gets around Supatat, he will take second on the podium. There's Simon Belcher, your defending World Series champion in this class. And he has had a heck of a week. Lenny Parkin, right behind him. Lenny, by the way, works for his dad's company, SJP Moto, I think. Yep. He's had a couple of injuries in the past, but right now he looks rock solid on that boat. I think we are running down to the final couple of laps. We are at 13.43. We should be getting the white flag as soon as these guys hit the front stretch. And again, Belcher picking up the pace. His best lap time so far has been a 1:33.493. His current lap time is a 1:35.566. Lenny Parkin's lap time is a 1:34.846. That tells the story right there. Lenny Parkin actually clocking along faster than Simon Belcher on lap number 9. And Lennon Parkin still holds the record for this class for the fastest lap time, 1:32.310. To Lenny Parkin. Gentlemen aboard boat number 41. And he is putting the pressure on Simon Belcher. I can see Simon back there looking. I was like, man, this kid's got to slow down. It's killing me. You've got the young gun, 17 years old, hunting the wily champion, Simon Belcher, who's 50 years old. And Simon Belcher holding him off. Just goes to show you smarts and experience in any age can be competitive out here in jet ski racing. Just takes a whole lot of training. What an amazing ride for Simon Belcher as the white flag comes up. By the way, his favorite music is Ed Sheeran. Let me know if you like Ed Sheeran too. He's a 14-time British champion. Simon Belcher is also a 4-time European champion. His first race was in 1992, and he said, Dawn, I was aboard a 550 when I did that very first race. No change to the podium. Hey, Carl Seltzer, great to have you on the line. He's rooting for boat number 45. Just a few more opportunities for Salih to move up. He's still in third on the podium, but if Salih can get around Super Top Foot Raccoon, he could go higher on this podium. Book Sermswan, boat number 41, killing everybody one by one. Isn't that the truth, Book? He looks amazing. Guys, we're on our final lap of Pro Sport GP. And as we watch him, goes to this outside yet again. He's felt comfortable all the way through. Congratulations to Simon Belcher, and that's all it took. He just took the round, got the championship. What a beautiful job by this gentleman out of Great Britain. And right behind him is going to be the rest of these riders. But wow, once again, we'll just take a moment and enjoy that moment with Simon Belcher. What an incredible job. Second place goes to Lenny Parkin. Third's going to be a Super Top Foot Raccoon. Fourth will be Omad Salih. Fifth will be Kyle Horton. And what an inspirational moment for Pro Sport GP. Speaking of inspirational moments, we've got another one coming at you. This is a really cool opportunity. We're actually going to be doing a presentation as we turn over the copyright and signing rights. Yep, and again, this is our ceremony as we formally, this is Mr. Parakat Supasaharan, and he is formally turning over the copyright and trademark to Miss Hurasa Wanhunyam, the ambassador and extraordinary and plenipotentiary Royal Thai Embassy from Warsaw, and she is presenting this incredible opportunity to Peter de Smet, the president of the IJSBA Europe. This is our official signing rights and trademark rights, and we really appreciate so much this beautiful moment that we get to be a part of. The first round is now official. The Jet Tribe Eurofinals 2024 and World Series Round 1. Here's our next category. We just finished up with Pro Sport GP. Up next is going to be Pro Am Runabout 1100 Open. Boy, in this first moto, would we take a look at the incredible ups and downs on this. In moto number 1, Pro-Am Runabout 1100 Open, Louis Bahizen with the whole shot in the initial lead until lap 5. When Casadit actually took over and won the moto. Louis had to settle for second, but was unfortunately docked for cutting the track, and then was pushed back to third in the standings, and Omut Salih currently sits in second, and that's how it looks as we get ready to go. But this has been an incredibly tight battle. 120 points for Kasadit Terapratip, 106 points for Omut Salih, and 96 points for Louis Bahizan. Louis Bahizan, by the way, is your defending World Series champion. The gentleman from the Philippines had a birthday this week. He got engaged in May. He's had one heck of a year. And right now, he is in a serious battle. In Moto 2, Kasadit took the whole shot in the win, getting a major challenge by second-place contender Omut Salih. Louis Bahizan finished in third. Kasadit had a comfortable lead ahead of Moto 2. There is our lineup. You're looking at Omut Salih on boat number 77 with 106 points coming into this. Riding for Cambodia in 26 boat, that's going to be Louis Bahizan from the Philippines. Got a celebrity holder there. Matt Doss down there helping him out. Also Robert Dixon. Boat number 142, that is Kasadit Terapratip, who's currently in the points lead with 120, riding for Thailand. All right. Wow, I'm nervous for them. This is tight. This is going to be crazy. We've got Pro-Am Runabout 1100 open. Let me break down that class for you. Pro-Am indicates that you can be both a professional rider and also an amateur. You don't have to be actually pro. You can run an expert. You can even be a very fast novice, and you can enter into this class. Runabout's going to indicate that you have a sit-down boat, or a runabout, if you will. And then 1100, engine size, hull capacity, etc. And then open means, well, sort of like open your wallet, because it's sort of unlimited on how much you could spend on these boats as we get ready to go. I saw Matt and Robert down there grinning at that one. Chris getting us ready to go. He's the holder and part of the Flamingo jet ski team. Omut Salih rides for that jet ski team, and as I mentioned before, he is quite a hero in Cambodia. As we get ready to go, these are your top three riders. We're going to have 14 minutes plus one lap.
Rozpoczęła się druga seria wyścigów decydujących o miejscach na podium w pro-klasach, czyli tych największych, najmocniejszych, w tym jeśli chodzi o skutki stojące i siedzące.
And so Omut Salih just trying to get his forearms loosened up. That's one of the tough parts of racing sit-downs, is those forearms. Man, they can lock up. That lactic acid builds up on them, and the next thing you know, you can't hold on to the boat. So Omut Salih had just got off of that Pro Sport GP class, and right now he's trying to catch his breath and get ready for this next and very important opportunity for another podium. Everybody warming up, getting ready to go. It's going to be a 14-minute plus one lap race, and the sun just came out at the incredibly perfect time. Again, we've got Pro-Am Runabout 1100 open. We've got 9 classes up here today as we get ready, and again, 3 riders all going to line up on that outside split. And K45, you can see representing down there for Super Top Foot Raccoon. I just saw that jacket in the grandstands. We're all got our eyes on you. Hi, Dzień Dobra, Dzień Dobra. Great to have you down there. Good morning, Rick Powell on the live stream.
Zawody transmitowane są na żywo przez tajlandzkie Eurosporta, więc jeśli zbliży się do Was kamera, nie zapomnijcie pomachać. Komentuje dla Was najsłynniejszy skuterowy głos na świecie, czyli Dan Dawson.
We are going to be uplinking to over 800 million households this weekend, and all of that's going to start right now. Pro-Am Runabout 1100 open. They fired up the engines, and we are under. Oh, I'm not sure if that was a clean start or not. We'll see. All lined up on that outside. Again, you are watching the Pro-Am Runabout 1100 Open. And the battle is happening. Will Kasadit, Omut Salih, or Louis Behezen get the whole shot? And it is Omut Salih on boat number 77 coming through that outside split. He's got the whole shot. Followed by boat number 26, Louis Behezen. Kasadit Terapratip, 142 boat, will be third, and we are officially underway with our 14-minute plus 1 lap moto. All right, so again, Pro-Am Runabout 1100 Open. I've got a little bit of inside scoop. We'll see. There is a rumor that one of the riders might have missed a buoy. We'll see if it plays out as we take a look at the timing after this very first lap. You know, fun fact in this class, so far for all three motos, you have had a different rider hole shot. In moto number 1, it was Louis Behezen. In moto number 2, it was Kasadit Terapratip. And in moto number 3, it was Omut Salih. Tell me how close this class really is, that you would have different riders hole shot on each one of these. That's amazing. And the Cambodian team and Thai teams down there all crossing their fingers. And now, after this first lap, these riders are allowed to pick whatever side of the track they want. And it's Omut Salih on the outside. And let's take a look at our times as they come across. And it's going to be boat number 77, 135.802 for Omut Salih. Kasadit Terapratip will be second. And third, Louis Behezen. And Louis Behezen actually had a Kasadit get around him. So Omut Salih with a 135.802. But man, who's on the gas? Kasadit Terapratip. He had a 134.103. Fastest lap time so far on our first lap, obviously. Kasadit Terapratip with the 134.103 has that fastest lap time. Louis Behezen with a 137.208. And again, Louis Behezen, your defending World Series champion in Pro-Am Runabout 1100 Open. So this is a long game. So they have two opportunities for wins today. The first opportunity is the Jet Tribe Euro Finals round, or the first round, if you will, for the WGP1 World Series. And then the second opportunity is the long game, right? They've got to go to all three stops. And then if they complete all three stops, and if they get good standings on all three stops, then they've got an opportunity at some massive prize money, over $80,000 on the line for a lot of these different classes. So just a heads up, this is a big deal for these riders as we come screaming through lap number 2 and on to lap number 3. I'll get you some more times. A 131.903 for Omut Salih, and wow, a 127.650. Kasadit, as if it was possible, just got even faster on lap number 3. Just as they're settling down, they are really getting quick. So now, again, lap 3, fastest time, goes to Kasadit Terapratip. Louis Behezen will be third with a 134.534. And you're watching the backstretch as Omut Salih opens up that gap. Gentleman that likes jet skiing and football. He lives in Pattaya, Thailand. Jet Ski World Cup Ski Modified champ back in 2018. He's a mechanic during the day job. And as I mentioned before, gold and bronze medalist in the SEA Games just last year in Cambodia, and the first Cambodian male athlete to win gold at the Asian Games. And the last Asian Games that we were a part of as jet skiers was in 2018 in Jakarta. You're watching Pro Runabout 1100 Open. And man, the live stream lit up Casadit is pretty much in for first. Not much is going to be able to shake that even if he falls to third. Kolkovavi from Jet House saying 142, go, go, go. Samban Bin saying go boat number 77. You can see Matt Doss up there watching very quietly. The rider's job obviously is critical, and it is of paramount, right, to have the right rider on these boats when you're building these teams. And we've got a rider having some engine problems, Omet Salih, looking good. But equally as important is the holder. And we talk about the holders quite a bit because without good holders, there is just no way you can really pull off a great start. And Casadit Terapratip, with that faster time, got right around Omet Salih on that backstretch. Casadit Terapratip jumped ahead of Omet Salih. Porn tip on Nam, go Louis. Tatima Panapkul, go 142. Feel free to give us your feedback, questions, thoughts, whatever you'd like. There's your new race leader. Omet Salih had the whole shot, but Casadit Terapratip in the lead now, bringing it home for Thailand. Casadit, 22 years old, out of Bangkok, Thailand is where he lives. That boat was built by Kasha. Georgi Kasha is a very famous mechanic out of Budapest, Hungary. Casadit's, let's just take a look here. Oh, that's what happened. Omet Salih just fumbled. Something happened. Boat stuttered or pulled a lanyard, and that is all it took for Casadit Terapratip to take over the lead. Again, your instant replay. Thank you so much, you guys. Casadit Terapratip, one-time world champion. His first win ever was back in 2017. All right, you guys, and again, you're watching pretty close racing here as we work our way through the final motos of the day. 14 minutes plus one lap. We're over 7 minutes, so halfway. Casadit also races endurance. Casadit Terapratip cruising through these laps. When you take a look at this crossover artist, Casadit races endurance, also runs runabouts. You could say he's a sit-down guru, actually. You guys are enjoying this incredible afternoon. There's Omet Salih after that whole shot, still cruising through in second place. Photo Sufan Sikran actually asking about the weather today. Man, we've had a mixed bag. You could almost shake the dice on it. Started out, the whole week's been really pretty. It's quite warm earlier in the week, and then it started to deteriorate on us just a little bit. Temperatures dropped quite a bit this morning, and we got massive wind, light drizzle this morning. Now we're starting to see the weather breaking up. We're getting some incidents of sunshine. You can just see it out over the water. And by the way, we are right in the middle of one of the really prettier areas of Poland, the middle east of Poland. 19 Celsius out here today, 66 degrees Fahrenheit. 15-mile-per-hour wind, so it's calmed down on us, but we were looking at 35 plus earlier, and we just about lost our tent, our media tent earlier today. A little bit crazy out here. It's always fun putting on one of these big events, and we have this craziness happen. Pro-Am Runabout 1100 Open. You were watching Kasadi Terapartip bringing it home on yet another lap. Let's take a look at his time. He was screaming earlier. Kasadit's last lap time was a 1:42.292. He still holds the fastest lap time in this race. We are on lap number 7, but his fastest lap time was a 1:27.650. We are 10 and a half minutes into this 14-minute race. Comes out of that sweeper turn off of the far right-hand side of the backstretch. Now, we showed you that course earlier, and the runabouts actually are on the extended track, which is a little over 2 kilometers. It's a big one. And that right-hand side opens up multiple opportunities for the runabout to actually be able to get to full speed, full throttle. And we did that intentionally to let them showcase those high speeds on those sit-down boats. Kasadi Terapartip. Such a fun guy and a really talented racer. Looks like Omad Salih's got to go to the inside. Omad Salih aboard that Team Flamingo boat, also U.S. Gypsum sponsor. Sponsored by Knauf as well. Kasadi Terapartip took a look back. Just realized how close Omad was. Very tight battle between these two. Omad Salih just kicking it into a next gear here. Again, your lap time, a 1:40.27 for Kasadi Terapartip. Omad Salih with a 1:40.263. Louis Bahizan with a 1:39.810. And watch of the top 2 riders in a Pro-Am Runabout 1100 Open. And again, your points, 120 points for Kasadi. It's going to be really hard to knock him off the top of that podium. Omad Salih with 106 and Louis Bahizan with 96 points coming into this final moto. Now the riders have to go through 3 grueling motos, and then of course the combined scores are what help them get to the top of that. They get 60 points for a first place finish, 53 points for second, and 48 points for third, and then it goes down obviously from there, 43 for fourth, etc. White flag is out for Kasadi Terapartip. So critical. Obviously, right, the top 5, you want to try to be in that top 5, not just for this round, but for all 3 rounds. That consistency can really pay off. But that is your point system for the IJSBA, and you're more than welcome to look that up if you would like. And then in endurance, they run that just a little bit different. And then we also have another genre or discipline. So we had endurance, which we ran earlier today. And Hugo Passarello took the win in that. If you want to find out more about that and find out more about jet skiing, do let us help you out. Go to WGP1.com or please follow us on social. Jet Ski World Series, Facebook, Instagram. We're on all the social media channels, even TikTok at Jet Ski World Series. That'll get you to us. You can also go to WGP1.com if you would like. Jet Ski World Series. And you can follow along with the racers on their results and their standings through this 3-round tour. And you can also find out more about jet skiing. And, of course, you get the opportunity to see some of our great sponsors as well. And we've got frequently asked questions on there and some other really great things that you can explore on that website. 142 Kasadi Terapartip on the outside. still with the fastest lap time of the morning with a 1:31. And congratulations, Kasadit Terapratip, taking the win and the championship. Beautiful job for boat number 142. Kasadit Terapratip bringing it home for Thailand. Your new champion in our first round Jet Tribe Eurofinals 2024. All right, we're on to Pro Ski Grand Prix and the Pro Women's Division as well. It's going to be Pro Women's Ski Modified and Pro Ski Grand Prix. And man, what a round we have had in Moto number 3. Tana Wynn with the whole shot. Jaden Richardson and Jimmy Wilson provided the passing entertainment for the Moto, with Jimmy passing Jaden in lap 1. Jaden was not to be outdone and took back not only his second place position, but the lead in just under 2 laps. The Moto ended with Jaden taking first and Jimmy taking second. In third was Kevin Redder, who came from 10th all the way to third. He also posted the fastest lap time of a 1:41. An incredible performance in that third Moto. Going into Moto number 4, anything is possible. Jaden has a great cushion, but the battle for second and third is very much alive between Jimmy Wilson, Tana Wynn Molee, and Kevin Redder. For Pro Women's Ski, Sophie Francis took the win in that Moto, and she sits second in overall points. And right now we're going to step away for the racing for just one brief moment and have a opportunity to once again interview with our ambassador. This is a beautiful young lady, Hu Rasa Mangalan, our ambassador extraordinary and plenipotentiary, Royal Thai Embassy from Warsaw. As WGP1 tournament is a Thai-owned copyright, we would like you, as a representative of Thailand, to invite those attending the event to also explore the beautiful destinations in Thailand.
Good afternoon. Dzień dobry. My name is Urasa Mongkonnavin, the Thai ambassador to Poland, and I am delighted to welcome all of you who participate in the WGP1, which is the Jet Ski World Tournament, which is currently organized in Poland. So, on behalf of the Royal Thai Embassy, I would like to encourage you to continue participating in the WGP1, which is the world-class jet ski tournament, and it is run and owned by the professional and experienced jet ski executive from Thailand. So I would like also to inform you that on behalf of the Thai Embassy, we are proud in joining the Thai people and the Thai community in Thailand in supporting the jet ski tournament run by the WGP1. And according to the information that I received, the next tournament will be held in Thailand in December this year. And that tournament will be a very spectacular event. And I also like to invite you who have passion and love in the jet ski sport to go to Thailand to attend the WGP1 in my country, which will be the opportunity to experience the touch of Thailand, because the WGP1 will be the opportunity to showcase major Thai soft power, be they Thai world-class cuisine, the cultural richness, and also the Thai tourism. So when you go to Thailand, it's not only the jet ski that you love that you will experience, but it will be also the opportunity to experience the Thainess in our country, Thailand. So I thank all of you who participate here in the WGP1 tournament today. And once again, I wish you the very pleasant afternoon. And I see that the sky is getting clearer, and we're gonna have the beautiful weather for the jet ski tournament competition, which is called the WGP1 run by Thailand. Thank you very much, and dziękuję bardzo.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mrs. Urasa, our ambassador for the Royal Thai Embassy from Warsaw. All right, you guys, we are back to racing for Pro Ski Grand Prix and also for Pro Women's Ski Modified. That was a fantastic opportunity to catch up with our ambassador. Right now, we're on to Pro Ski Grand Prix. You can see that next on our event categories. And here it is. As you can see the points, we had talked about the different motos. It has been an intense round for these young gentlemen. James Wilson coming into this with 180 points in the lead. Jaden with 144. Tanawin Molee tied straight up with Jaden Richardson. What a crazy round this is going to be. And Kevin Redder is also right there with 131 points. Marlon Teague with 112. But that's your top three as we get ready to roll. And a notable mention, ski in women's skis, Sophie Francis took the win, and she sits second in overall points behind River Varner, who took second in moto number 3. Siri Solonen is currently in third. It's a little too close to call right now for pro women. It looks like boat number 27, Sebastian Girello, is lined up on the outside, riding for the U.S. Going to be boat number 81 also on that outside. That is Harley Ritchie on borrowed property this afternoon. Boat number T4, that is Tanawin Molee. This is your inside split, and on the outside of the insides, Jimmy Wilson riding for the U.S. There's Siri Solonen, all the way from Finland. Great racing, young lady. And boat number 328, that is River Varner out of the U.S. Boat number 90, Kevin Redderer riding for Austria. And the triple aces of Jaden Richardson, your Australian favorite. Then his dad down there, his dad Colin Holden for him. And that is going to be your pole position as we get ready to go. All right, once again, I've got Jaden Richardson with 180 points, followed by James Wilson and Tanawin Molee tied for second and third. Kevin Redderer with 131, and then Marlon Teague with 112 as we get ready to go. Well, we finally got some sun for you guys this afternoon. I'm so glad that after we ordered that, that came through. Man, we have had every type of weather here. Ooh, it got really quiet. I'll tell you why. This is such an intense moment. Pro Ski Grand Prix. It's got to be moto number 4. And this is going to get rowdy as they get the engines started. We are almost underway. Really got to be careful not to get a false start, but that looked like a very clean start as they start rocking out of the gate. Let's see who's going to get the whole shot. Now again, as they picked their spots on the line, that's how they have to follow through on the very first lap. They have to be, if you line up on the outside, you've got to go to the green buoys. If you line up on the inside, you're going to go to the blues. And looky, it is the young gun out of Charlotte, North Carolina, the U.S. That's Jimmy Wilson with the hole shot on the inside. Who is he going to be meeting up with on that outside split? None other than Ty's favorite twins. That is T4, Tanawin Moli from Thailand, who's on the outside. So let's see how this works out. Jaden's gotten a hole shot. Tanawin has gotten 2 hole shots thus far. This time it's going to go to Jimmy Wilson. Jimmy Wilson with the hole shot. Tanawin Moli in second. Kevin Redderer in third. Jaden Richardson in fourth. So Jaden Richardson going to have to go to work. I got Harley Ritchie up in fifth. And I've got Marlon Teak in sixth. Sophie Francis, hole shotting for the women's division. And that gets us underway as we start out what should prove to be a very enlightening fourth moto. All right, of the 4 hole shots, Jaden has gotten 1. Tanawin has gotten 2, and now Jimmy Wilson's got 1 as well. Jimmy Wilson got pro ski in hand. He's been in North Carolina since 2009. He's a 2-time amateur world champion. He's a 7-time pro ski national champion, an endurance champion, and he has placed 4 times in the top 3 in pro ski in Havasu. And Jimmy Wilson is going to be on the inside yet again. Tanawin Moli going to the outside on that bright orange wetsuit. And look how tight these guys are running next to these buoys. Now this takes a tremendous amount of time to learn how to do it. T4 goes down. That opens the gate. Tanawin Moli going down, and he is going to lose a couple of spots, and you can tell how frustrated he was at that. So Tanawin Moli just opened the door for Kevin Redderer to sneak in. Kevin Redderer now up in second. 300, Jimmy Wilson leading. Kevin second. And that's also going to open the door for Jaden Richardson. So we've got a swap. Nicola Erlington, good luck Harley. Jeanette Muir, let's go Harley. Ken Gallagher, hang on Jimmy. And just looking out over that, Jimmy Wilson and Kevin Redderer now going to have a little bonding moment. See if those guys are going to be able to go through all of this without any flaws. When you're in this level of competition, any minor mistake, as you just saw unfold, can take you from second all the way to fourth, and that's exactly what happened. Take a look at Tanawin Moli. It was just a minor miscalculation, but he spun. And when he spun, he just rolled over on his side. The boat came a little bit unhooked, and that's all it took to put him right in the water. These boats not stable. If you're standing on this boat when it is stopped, the boat won't just stay flat unless maybe you weigh 20 pounds. It'll roll right over on you, and that just proves how unstable they truly are. They are also ridiculously fast. These boats will go upwards 75 to 80 miles an hour. And coming out of that, Redderer gets around him on the front stretch. Kevin Redderer moves into the lead from the outside. Beautiful move for Kevin Redderer, getting around Jimmy Wilson. Came from that outside and picked off Jimmy. Now Kevin Redderer, your new leader. So Redderer, followed by Wilson, followed by Jaden Richardson. Moli is in fourth. Jarello has moved up into fifth. Siri Salonen in the lead for the women's division. And River Varner in second. Pro Ski Grand Prix. Quite a bit of laps for these guys. And you can see the live stream is lighting up for these guys. Unusual for Moli. You're absolutely right. He doesn't normally go down. Heike Ritchie, come on Harley. T4 and T30. Let's go. Michael Bernhardt. Sasina Punam is cheering on. Tanawin Moli as well. Let's take a look on the splits. It's Jimmy Wilson on the inside. Kevin Redderer already coming through, and Wilson trying to hold off the juggernaut from Australia. That is Jaden Richardson on that outside split. So Richardson moves into second place. So you got Kevin Redderer in the lead, and Richardson just took over second. Jimmy Wilson dropped back to third. Nice move for Jaden Richardson. Kevin Redderer, after that lap prior, got around. Here's your instant replay of the pass. Wilson coming from the inside, but man, look at the momentum from the outside split. Jaden Richardson, a brief look back, locked and loaded, moved right up into that second place spot. Well done. Let's take a look at our timing. Lap times for these guys. Redderer had a 1:29.890. His best time was a 1:29.177. And that so far is one of the faster times. Richardson just pulled off a 1:32.745. And Jimmy Wilson pulled off a 1:36.817. So you can see the story unfolding. Tanawin Moli with a 1:34.778. Jimmy Wilson, fastest lap time was a 1:29.777. So, yeah, your fastest lap time went to Kevin Redderer, and that was lap number 3. Kevin Redderer with a 1:29.177 currently has the fastest lap time on pro ski in moto number 4, and you are watching Kevin Redderer on the track on boat number 90. A gentleman that has 22 World Championship titles, 5 Thai Cup championships, 7 European championships. Sponsored by Knauf, Jet Pilot, Liqua Moly. There's your second place rider, Jaden Richardson. Sponsored by Jet Pilot, AJSP, Wax Racing and Works, a 2-time world champion. And I do believe he's got a birthday coming up. He's only 16 years old. That is the gentleman behind Kevin Redderer. Here's third place, Jimmy Wilson, out of North Carolina. He lives in Charlotte. Same as the Borgstroms, he said. He's sponsored by Fly Racing. I love his pre-race routine, which, by the way, I actually saw play out last night. Jimmy Wilson was eating ice cream in the pits. That's his pre-race thing, and if that works for you, buddy, I absolutely sponsor that. It must work because he took the whole shot in this 4th moto. Right now, he is working the third place position. Jaden Richardson in second, and you'd see Tanawin Moli up in third, or excuse me, up in 4th. Tanawin Moli actually had 2 hole shots over this week. He's had the most hole shots in this division. Jaden Richardson with 1 as well, and now Jimmy Wilson. Now, your race leader, Kevin Redderer, normally would be in those statistics, but this time he's had a real interesting weekend. Electrical issues plagued him yesterday. He was able to, despite all of that, come into this round in 4th place. Kevin Redderer really needs this win to be able to launch him up into a podium position. We'll find out if it's going to be enough. He'll get 60 points out of this. We'll do some math for you in just a minute. Michael Bernhardt, is there any incentive to the rider for obtaining fastest lap time? No, not really. I just like talking about it because I feel like that indicates how the riders are going. But, Michael, great question. I appreciate you. Rita Rennanen, go Siri. Matt Barber, go Triple Aces. In fact, Kevin has the fastest lap time for the ski division for the entire weekend. Jet, shout out for Carl Hortolano, best rider in Philippines. T4, Tanawin Moli, go, go, go. The podium unofficially will be Jaden, Jimmy, and Kevin if it stays just like it is right now. Watching Kevin Redderer on the track, taking the outside split aboard that Flamingo race team boat. He's been getting help from Knauf Industries. I know that the Borgstroms have been helping him out quite a bit in building. Håkan Borgstrom's helped him out this year and last year as well. Jaden Richardson, Joey Pierce helped build that boat for Jaden. And shout out to Joey. for putting together that boat. I know Colin wanted me to make sure and give him some acknowledgement. Colin is Jaden Richardson's dad. Your third place rider coming through, that is Jimmy Wilson, just drops on to the front stretch. Let's get some more times for Jimmy Wilson. I've got River, Siri, and Sophie right now for the podium if it doesn't change where they are out on the track. River, Siri, and Sophie. That will be your podium for the women's division. And times, 1:30.13 for Kevin Redderer on lap number 7, and a 1:30.81 for Jaden Richardson, and a 1:34 for Jimmy Wilson. So about 4 seconds. Wilson's about 4 seconds off the pace. Tana Wynn-Moley is running a 1:36.111. And wow, what a wicked turn that was. You've got an eye now on Sebastian Girello. Great story for this gentleman. He's the son of Christoph Girello, who owns a company called Go Fast. And he's been racking up quite the accolades in the United States. He lives in Lake Havasu City, Arizona. And Sebastian Girello has 4 world championships and 4 West Coast championships. Back in 8th, Siri Salonen, who I do believe is leading in the women's division. She is. River Varner in 2nd, Sophie Francis in 3rd. And I know Sophie was so excited when you have all those big wins earlier today. Well, that big win would have been a big advantage for Sophie. She is running on a stock boat that she borrowed. And, in fact, just a shout-out to Jimmy, the boat that he is riding right now, he's only had a chance to be on that boat for about a week and a half, he said. So not a lot of ride time for Jimmy Wilson. Man, he's sure making it look good. All right, watching our top 4 coming through here. Boat number 90, Kevin Redderer from Australia. What a privilege to watch him for the first time racing. And that young lady is River Varner that you are looking at. River Varner all the way out of the U.S. Her first time ever traveling overseas was last year. But, man, once she got the bug, she has not looked back. She spent almost the entire month this year so far. This last month she's been in Europe. And right now she's enjoying some fantastic water time in Ostrów, Poland. River Varner. River, of course, is set to take the podium as the number 1 rider in the women's division. All right, so Kevin Redderer from Austria and Jaden Richardson from Australia. And look at River Varner putting the pressure on. That's Kevin Redderer that she's pushing on. That must have been super fun. Kevin was over there having a great time, I bet. Now, they're not in the same class, just a heads up on that. There's 2 classes out here, Pro Ski Grand Prix, and Kevin Redderer's leading in that. And then River Varner is in the Pro Women Modified. But too much fun to get a chance to watch River Varner matching it up with Kevin Redderer. I see Rick Powell jumping on the line. Rick Powell, go Seb. Isn't that great to watch him? There's Jaden Richardson. Is Jaden Richardson setting up to pass? Was a question that I got from the live stream. Let me just share with you. Jaden Richardson is always trying to set up for a pass. I don't think I've ever seen anybody come onto the race scene and make a mark like I have watched this young man do. I mean, I'm sure there have been. Maybe Jeff Jacobs was another one that just came out of the gate super fast. Scott and I are both looking at each other. Scott says, yeah, I think so too. But I got to say, of all the riders that I've been watching the past several years, Jaden Richardson has really impressed me just tremendously. Kevin Redderer, what a legend. He's one of the top riders in this sport in stand-up right now, and he has just been unstoppable the past decade. He started as a part of our junior racing program, and with that, I think I might just turn it over for a second to Scott Frazier to talk about it.
Well, one thing I'd like the viewers to watch is someone like Kevin Redderer. I knew from being a taller racer when I competed that you have to do so much more when you pivot down low to get that center of gravity in a turn, and that's even more important on a stand-up. These kids today are much taller than they were a couple of generations ago, so you know the athleticism they have to have ready to be able to move like that on the track.
Yeah, really good point. We had talked about the instability of the stand-up boats. You can't just stop that boat, pull a lanyard, then suddenly the boat's just going to stay there. Nope, it's going to roll you right off the boat. So to Scott's point, center of gravity is everything. And what also is fascinating, a man's center of gravity is actually situated higher in their body. So a woman is low around the hips, so they don't have to drop as low, but they tend to. But a man's center of gravity is a little bit higher, so you got to go even lower, to Scott's point. I love that he pointed that out for you. Some highlights as we are watching the Pro Ski Grand Prix. Let's walk you back on some of these results, and let's take a look and see where these guys are. Kevin Ritter still leading. That last lap time was a 1:31.926 for lap number 10. Jaden Richardson with a 1:35.677. He's only 6 seconds off the pace. Jimmy Wilson with a 1:33.141 in that third place spot. Harley Ritchie, notable, has moved up into fourth place. Great run for Harley, the gentleman that is out of Spain. He's got a 1:37.513 on this lap time, and Tanawin Moli has dropped back into fifth. He's got a 1:40.495. Sebastian Girello in sixth. River Varner in seventh. Congratulations to Kevin Redder taking the win, and hopefully that'll be enough points to get him on the podium. And River is leading in the ladies. So with that one, that is just enough to get Kevin on the podium. Here is your unofficial podium. Jaden Richardson is going to be your champion for this first round in Poland. Jimmy Wilson will be second, and Kevin Redderer will be third.
You know, Don, the scores are really important. I want viewers to know that the top two, whether it's in a series or in a series of motos, that 7-point lead and that 5 for second, that is just unforgiving if you keep up that pace.
Yeah, really good point. We're on to Pro Runabout GP, and once again, you're getting an opportunity to watch Jaden Richardson. Just giving an opportunity for Jaden Richardson to truly enjoy this moment, his first round on the WGP1 series, and he has already placed his mark on this series, and I expect more great things from this young man. Jaden Richardson, your champion in round number 1 for the WGP1 World Series. Again, Jimmy Wilson from the U.S. So you've got Australia at the top of the podium, U.S., will be second, and Austria will be third on the podium. We are on to Runabout, Pro Runabout GP. What an incredible day of racing here in Ostrów, Poland. Ken Gallagher, way to go, Kevin Redder, Shane Perrin, well done, Jimmy and Sophie. Rick Powell, good job, USA. Also on the podium, just a notable, want to make sure I bring that up. River Varner took the win and the championship for this first round. Sophie Francis will be second, and Siri Solonen will round out your top three. This next this next class is going to be grueling. This is 17 minutes plus 1 lap. Again, you're watching Pro Runabout Grand Prix. As these guys get ready to go, it's going to be Skinny Mo on the pole position on the inside, and James Bushell is going to have the pole position on the outside. And I mention that because it's an advantage to be able to get those pole positions. Marita Gersthofer, well done, Sophie. Christina Wilson, way to go, Jimmy. Alan Kinn, well done, Jimmy. And you can see on the outside, that is boat number 21, Steve Sarnan. And the wind's starting to pick up yet again this afternoon. I thought we were going to get a little break from it. And we're going to Just getting ready, and I am checking to see if we're going to be able to do an interview with Jaden. Yep, and I can see Kang there. So, Kang, we're ready when you are, sir. Getting our TV crew down there on the beach and getting a good shot of all the crowds. I hope you guys are having a great time this afternoon. These riders putting on a show for sure. You are watching some of the best in the world out here in Ostrów, Poland. Probably one of the more unlikely places that you would run into 35 different countries for riders and over 200 riders here, but that is how we like to roll. We are so thrilled to be a part of this series. Jeff Kintz, oh my gosh, multiple world titleist in freestyle, has joined us on the line. What an honor to be a part. All right, our first interview is actually going to be with Simon Belcher. Simon Belcher. Simon, how are you doing and how are you feeling after all of the ruckus that's been going on today?
Yeah, great. Great now it's all over. The pressure's off a little bit and a couple of wins and a second place and fifth World Series event on the trot. So got to be happy with it.
Mad respect for the competitors that were on the track with you today. Who was the one that was scaring you the most?
Everybody's always a really tough competitor. Lennon's obviously pushed really hard, and Saley from Cambodia, he was pushing me really hard in the first couple of races. So, but everyone out there's done a great job, and we're all going to come back and do it again in America.
Describe your feelings bringing it home for Great Britain in this incredible first round.
Yeah, it's fantastic. There's a huge amount of riders and supporters here from the UK, in Poland, and, their support's appreciated, and everybody back home as well that's been supporting us, sending messages, means that, this is an easier job when we're out on the water with all this support.
Let's talk about sending messages. That is your defending World Series champion for 2023, and I think you might have just sent a message for how it's looking for 2024. Great job, Simon Belcher.
Thank you.
All right, you guys, we're coming back to the water after that great interview with the gentleman that has done an amazing job in Sport GP and been representing for Great Britain. We're on to Pro Runabout Grand Prix. Just getting these guys warmed up. I see Waleed Al-Shashani from Qatar has lined up on the outside. That's a gentleman that is in third. So a little strategy playing out here. This is going to be moto number 4 for Pro Runabout Grand Prix. In moto number 3, Skinny Mo with the whole shot in the wind. Georgi Kasha was up in the initial mix, but broke early on the race. James Bushell was the first. Oh, we've got another interview coming at us. I think we're just taking a break and getting our interviews in. I'm now down here with Kasadit Teraprativ. Kasadit, unbelievable. I'm so proud of you bringing it home for the win. How are you feeling?
In Japan, last race, I lose to, I got the second place in this class, and I can do it in Poland, got first. Really happy.
So proud of you. Do you have some sponsors you would like to thank?
I would like to thank FKT Concrete, TJSBA, and the organizer to make it the canvas here, everything, and my mechanic, Sombat, Hilim, Asha, and and anyone who supports. Thank you.
You bet. What are your thoughts for bringing home this win for Thailand?
Sorry?
What were your thoughts for bringing this home for Thailand? Thank you so. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. I prepared, and next round is America, Lake Havasu. we bring this ski to our show and same engines, same everything. Yeah.
All right, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, you guys are ready to go with Pro Runabout Grand Prix. And again, the recap on that, looking at the points, 156 points for Skinny Mo out of Kuwait, 146 points for Georgi Kasha, and 144 points for Waleed Al-Shashani, 121 for James Bushell, who's in fourth. That's how it looks as we get out of the gate. Skinny Mo on the inside split. Let's see who he's going to match it up with. We'll find out in just one moment. On the outside, it's Waleed Al-Shashani, and I had a feeling Waleed is very sneaky. He rides for Qatar, and he had a smart strategy to move to the outside, and gets clean water there side by side. Wow. Unbelievable run. Skinny Mo, I can't even see through all the white water between Skinny Mo and Waleed Al-Shashani. And it looks to me like Waleed Al-Shashani got the whole shot in an amazing upset. Beautiful move for Waleed Al-Shashani. He actually had more real estate that he had to cover to pull off that whole shot. Qatar has got to be so proud of that young man. Whole shot goes, once again, to Waleed Al-Shashani. Skinny Mo will be second. Georgi Kasha third. James Bushell fourth for the whole shot. Beautiful start, and Waleed Al-Shashani really needed that. He's got 144 points, and he needed to get ahead of Georgi Kasha in that start in order to move his way up on the podium. Your points leader, Mohamed Burabaya, a.k.a. Skinny Mo, is in second with 156 points. James Bushell right there in fourth place. I see David Horton saying, go on, James Bushell. You guys jump on the live stream and let me know what rider you want to win this, or who you are rooting for, what country you want to see on the podium. So this class has 4 different hole shots as well, by the way. So out of 4 starts, we had 4 hole shots, and there is Georgi Kasha, your third place rider, on a boat number 5. And that works out kind of perfect. Albaz had a hole shot. Skinny Mo had a hole shot. Kaja had a hole shot. And now Waleed Al-Shashani had a hole shot. And Albaz, I don't think, was able to make it back out on the water. No, he's been having major engine problems. So Albaz, your defending World Series champion, unable to get to the water, and that's got to be a heartbreaker. James Bushell up in fourth. Georgi Kasha in third, Skinny Mo second, and Waleed Al-Shashani. And he is rising on the shoulders of his family. We've got 4 generations of Al-Shashanis out here. We got a chance to watch the youngest one, Sultan Al-Shashani, earlier this week, bringing it home. Right now, Waleed Al-Shashani, who is a legend back in Qatar. He is leading in Pro Runabout Grand Prix. Let's take a look at his time. A 1:19.289. What? 1:17.284, and I do believe that just busted Skinny Mo's fastest lap time. Skinny Mo prior to that had a 1:20, and now we've got Waleed Al-Shashani with a 1:17. He now officially has the fastest lap time of the week. And no, unfortunately, you don't get anything. It's just bragging rights. Fourth place, James Bushell. All right, right behind him, Skinny Mo with a 1:24.677. His fastest lap time so far on this moto is a 1:23.682. Georgi Kasha with a 1:23.424. And James Bushell with a 1:25.632 is in fourth. Matty Seaman with a 1:23.415 in fifth. Rashid Aldawas, and Seaman moved up into fifth. Aldawas with a 1:26.524. Aldawas is in sixth. Sarnan in seventh. Skinny Mo and Waleed Al-Shashani, your top 2. Skinny Mo leading. Skinny's on the outside. three-time Guinness World Champion. And Skinny Mo is flying through that split section. Georgi Kasha trying to reel in Skinny Mo. Georgi Kasha takes the inside, not going to be able to do it on lap number 4. There's Matthias Seaman. Matthias has jumped up into that 5th place spot. Started mid-pack. This is an Estonian rider that you must keep an eye on. He is continuing to place his mark. He's only moved up into the pro division this last year and a half, and he has been incredibly impressive. Matthias Seaman in 5th. Again, your top 5, Walid Al-Shoshani after that fantastic hole shot leading. Skinny Mo in 2nd. Georgi Kasha in 3rd. Boat number 158 of James Bushell in 4th. And Matthias Seaman from Estonia in 5th. So, country breakdown. We've got Qatar in the lead. Kuwait in 2nd. Hungary in 3rd. Great Britain in 4th. And Estonia in 5th. We have 7 countries represented on the track today in pro runabout. And a ton of shouting out. Here is the podium if nothing changes. So I might be a bit premature, but if nothing changes, it'll be Skinny Mo and then Walid and then Georgi Kasha for the podium this afternoon. Joe Dickens, come on Bushy. Awesome champion. Michael Bernhardt, brag away. Those guys are ripping the lap times, aren't they? Thanks, Michael Bernhardt. Mariana Veradine, Katai, go Kasha. Michael, you cracked me up. That was great. I needed that. Just have a tendency to take ourselves too seriously sometimes, right? All right, you're watching Pro Runabout. This is a big one. A lot of time's going to be on the clock. They have a 17-minute moto plus a lap. And right now, let's take a look at their overall times. Yeah, they're just around 7 minutes into this one, a little over halfway maybe. And ripping the lap times is absolutely correct. Pro Runabout GP. I'm still absolutely enamored of Walid Al-Shoshani's hole shot. That was... First off, I mean, neither one of those guys could see through that spray. And number 2, Walid Al-Shoshani did not back off of that front stretch. And that's what helped him nail that. Look how close Georgi Kasha is and James Bushell. All 3 of those riders. That's 2nd through 4th that is so incredibly close. And it's great to have you guys. Dzień Dobra. Great to have you here joining us from Ostrów and hanging out with us in the stands today. Yeah, I think Walid was totes saving that for sure. He was planning for this final moto and nailing the whole shot. Samantha Shortland on the line. Samantha, did you get a chance to see your son Harry earlier? Adorable. And Steve Bushell bragging it up for the Great Britain riders in the junior program that you guys have unfolding. And Samantha shouting out for James. Jump on the stream. Tell me who you want to win. Tell me what country you are most impressed with. Give me your questions. We're happy to help. Watching the inside split. Look at how fast Georgi Kasha whips a turn. He actually whips the boat into that turn. And if you can imagine, that actually is a specific number of G's. I think somebody was telling me it's 2 G's, or am I wrong? I bet Robert Dixon will come correct me, but it is so much acceleration and so much force going into those turns. It's not just the upper speeds. These boats will go, the runabout boats now can actually get tweaked out all the way up to 130 plus miles an hour. What is truly amazing is the fact that not only are they fast in upper horsepower and upper speeds, but they are also quite impressive in the, let's call it the whip it attitude. We got so many celebrities down in the stands right now. Skinny Mo holding off Georgi Kasha. Skinny Mo riding for Kuwait. He's in second place. And right behind him, Georgi Kasha riding for Hungary. Georgi Kasha, a highly decorated rider in Budapest, but not only is he well decorated as a racer, he is also celebrated as one of the top mechanics in the world as well. He's 41 years old. His first time on a jet ski was only 6 years old. And Georgi Kasha goes once again into that inside split. He's a 12-time Hungarian champion and a 9-time world champion. And right now he's putting the screws to the Kuwait rider, Skinny Mo, and he is going to come out in second. Beautiful job. He had been setting that up for 3 laps. Georgi Kasha just moved into second. That was a massive upset, and you can see the crowds in the background. One of the prettiest passes we've seen all day. Beautiful run for Georgi Kasha. That is your new second-place rider. So Walid Al-Shoshani in the lead, followed by Georgi Kasha from Hungary. And it's going to be Skinny Mo in third, and you still got the gentleman in fourth. This is your replay as Skinny Mo comes out, and I've been talking about how much he whips those turns, and look at him overtaking that second place. Well done, clean pass off the front stretch. Now you understand how important those splits truly are. Hey, by the way, do not stop watching that screen. If you think Skinny Mo is done, you are dead wrong. That guy is not a quitter. He is going to continue to keep that pressure on Georgi Kasha. Meanwhile, Walid Al-Shoshani still in the lead after that very impressive hole shot. The guy's still reacting to that. 13-time Qatar champion for Walid Al-Shoshani, 3-time world champion and a World Series champion. What an incredible run for these guys. He's sponsored, by the way, by Doha Marine Club. I'm up here with the Philippines team in the house, and hopefully I'll get a chance to catch up with Anton Ignacio and the team in just a minute. Right now you're watching Pro Runabout. Let's take a look at some times. Wow, and that switched our podium a little as well. Kasha had been setting that up. I take that no change to podium despite the Kasha update. Thank you. Skinny Mo will still have the win. Walid Al-Shoshani in second and Georgi Kasha third. So it's not going to change the podium, but that certainly also sent a message. We're sending a lot of messages, I feel like. First was Simon Belcher, your defending World Series champion, nailing the championship here in Europe. And now the slam dunk on that hole shot from Walid Al-Shoshani and that incredible pass from Georgi Kasha. Woo! I had to catch my breath on that. Let's see how many minutes we've got down in this run. And oh my gosh, Skinny Mo has got more challenges. Look how close James Bushell is to Skinny Mo. I was just going to take a breather and find out how much time we got left, but I'm afraid to turn my head away. 13 minutes are on the clock right now, and the lap time for Walid Al-Shoshani, a 1:23.837. Kaja with a 1:23.245. Skinny Mo with a 1:32.132. But check this out, guys. That last lap, James Bushell had a 1:29.242. We are going to have to watch, James. Skinny Mo going to the outside. Bushell on that inside split, riding for 1:58 performance. That James Bushell's company. And look at the crowd. Everybody's getting tense again. Bushell moving in for a strike. He's in fourth, and he is on the hunt for Skinny Mo. And don't think we're done with all the drama. Did you see how close Matthias Seaman was from Estonia? Matthias Seaman within 3 seconds of James Bushell. That is the young gun I was telling you about from Estonia. He is barely 20 years old, and Matthias Seaman has been a force to be reckoned with on the European tours and on the global circuit. And right now he's putting notice on James Bushell that he too wants in the game. Matthias Seaman, 21. Sorry, I think I said he was just 20, but he's 21. He's out of Tallinn, Estonia. Wants to be a runabout GP1. By the way, just moved up into this division this past year, and already he is making his mark. This is crazy. I got to get my heart rate to drop down a little bit. I'm a little too excited. I'm over amping. Hope you guys are having a good time. This is insanity. Waleed Al-Shasharni, he's oblivious to all the drama, fortunately, happening behind him. He had a 1:25.638 on lap number 11, and we are up to 14 minutes on the time. Kasha with a 1:25.822 in second. Skinny Mo with a 1:28.534, and Bushel had a 1:29 on that last lap. But you know who did have a faster time? That'd be Matthias Seaman. Had a faster time, and Matthias is right there. He had a 1:27. And I do believe Matthias might have just gotten around. Yep, he did. Got around. Matthias Seaman is in fourth. Yeah, just like that. We have a new fourth-place rider. It was James Bushel. Matthias moved into fourth place. James Bushel going to drop it back. And all of that because he slowed down 2 seconds. That's all it took. So Matthias Seaman now in fourth. Once again, your top five. Waleed Al-Shasharni in the lead, followed by boat number 5, Georgi Kasha. In third is Skinny Mo, and in fourth is Matthias Seaman. And look how close Matthias is now to Skinny Mo. Skinny Mo's like, who are all these people? Just running up on me. Again, Qatar, Hungary, Kuwait, and now Estonia in the hunt. Great Britain. That rounds out your top 5. We got 5 riders, 5 countries. That doesn't show you how diverse these riders truly are. I don't know what will. Skinny Mo on the outside. Running up in third, and it is going to be Matthias Seaman on boat number 77, hunting him. Matthias goes to the inside. You really got to watch him. He is a machine and quite the little technician on these splits. And he gained some ground on Skinny Mo on that lap. You could see James Bushel on the outside. Matthias Seaman in fourth. Let's take a look at the time. He had a 1:28.34. Skinny Mo saw what was happening. Tell me that guy isn't experienced. He picked up the pace on lap 12. He just pulled a 1:26.152. He knew he was back there. Skinny Mo absolutely knew that Matthias Seaman was behind him. There's Rashid Aldawas running up in sixth. Did he get around him? Skinny Mo. I think you're right. Skinny Mo just got overtaken by Matthias Seaman. Just like that. I think, interesting. I don't know if Skinny Mo might have had a little engine trouble or something, but Seaman just scooted by him on that back stretch. You now have a new third place. Holy buckets. I can't keep up on the sheets even. All right, so changes in attitudes, changes in positions. Waleed Al-Shasharni leading, and it is boat number 5, Georgi Kasha in second. And now Matthias Seaman from mid-pack into third place. Skinny Mo drops back into fourth. James Bushel in fifth. And that might shake the podium. Let me check. Crazy. Now just taking a look at the lap time. Matthias Seaman had a 1:22 on that last lap. The white flag is out. Let's do a quick rundown as we take a look from that tower. Al-Shasharni with a 1:26.302. He's leading. We're on lap 13. Kasha in second. Matthias Seaman in third. Skinny Mo fourth. James Bushel fifth. Aldawas in sixth. Sarnan in seventh. And unfortunately, Albaj, your defending World Series rider, is not on the track at the moment. Just had way too many problems underneath the boat. So we'll see what he ends up on points. He was able to complete a couple of motos, but not going to be enough to get him near a podium. Waleed Al-Shasharni taking the win. I didn't get a chance to catch that, but a beautiful job for Waleed Al-Shasharni after an incredible hole shot, and that is enough to put him solidly on that podium. Beautiful run for Waleed Al-Shasharni. New podium. Waleed takes the championship unofficially. Waleed might have the championship because of the points. We're going to double check that for you. Kasha will be second and Skinny Mo third. That would be a massive upset if that happened. I'll double check those points. We're going to double check. Whoa. Maybe. Champion Unofficially, Waleed Al-Shoshani, your new champion. Look at the crowds reacting. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That has got to be one of the coolest races I have seen in a long time. I am stunned. That was beautiful. Waleed Al-Shoshani, mad respect, my friend. I'm down here with the team. Yeah, sure enough. Waleed, 204 points. Georgie Kasha with 199, and Skinny Mo with 199 points. But with the finish, that is going to convert. Anton, thoughts on that after getting a chance to watch it?
Congratulations to all the winners. You guys are crazy. Wow.
They are crazy. Wow. Down here with the Philippines team, just getting a chance to catch a picture, but unbelievable. We're down on the line, you guys, with Expert Ski GP, and I am still stunned. All right, we're going to take a quick break and do an interview with Jaden Richardson, your champion in the pro ski division. Hey, Jaden, how you doing, bud? How are you feeling? I'm good.
Yeah, good. Had a good moto. It was tough. Kevin was definitely out there pushing, but tried to keep up with him, but we kind of stayed same lengths the whole time, and it was pretty even, but he didn't let it come easy. And everyone else, they rode amazing, and it was terrific racing.
I don't know. We haven't got an actual nickname for you yet, but I'm really leaning towards Juggernaut because, man, you just came out of nowhere and took over the scene. 2 hole shots during this round. How are you feeling about Ostrów, Poland, and your first round here?
Yeah, it's been a great event, but honestly, I wouldn't have been able to get those hole shots without Joey Pierce from Marine One, helping build the ski. He's been such a great help everywhere we've gone, and over here, always supporting, and I can't thank him enough.
All right, thank you so much, Jaden Richardson. Congratulations once again on your first round win, sir.
Thank you, and also just a shout out to B&J and Kevin Rederer for helping us out over here. They've been amazing, and Jet Pilot and Australian Jet Ski Parts.
You're welcome, sir. Thanks for getting those other sponsors in. Have a great one.
Thank you.
You bet. We're going to go back to the action back on the track. Expert Ski GP is underway. I'll get you the update on where they were as far as the motos in just 1 second. Let's go ahead and get the whole shot taken care of first. Whew, it was insane. I do have to just do the repeat on the comment that Michael Bernhardt had, but I'll get to that in just a minute. Ender Hubert Laurie smoking the whole shot on the inside split. Who will he be meeting up with? Michael Bernhardt. It is most interesting when the runabout rider begins to get exhausted and still needs to use all their energy to make those forceful turns. So much athleticism to handle these machines at a pro level. I couldn't agree more. T4 is going to have the whole shot on the outside. Let's see what happens when they do the matchup together. Who is going to converge for the whole shot overall, and it is going to be Ender Hubert Laurie. T4 will be second. And Matthias Reynes rounding out your top 3 on Expert Ski GP. Moto number 2, Tana Widmo lead with the whole shot, but was challenged by Matthias Reynes. Reynes took over the lead in lap 2 and then held it for the win. This has truly been a masterclass in passing, and let's see what happens in this third moto for Expert Ski GP. Ender Hubert Laurie, who also is one of the junior products that has moved up into the pro divisions or expert divisions, and he is going to be one to watch. Ender Hubert Laurie riding for Estonia. All right, you guys, back to the action. You're watching Expert Ski GP, but I had to catch it again, as I mentioned. Just catching up, it was boat number 11, Andrew Hubert Laurie with the whole shot, continuing to dominate Expert Ski GP with T4 in second. That's Tana Widmo-Lee in boat number 328. Who is your points leader? That is Matthias Reynes on the 113 boat. He's tied with Tana Widmo-Lee, this being the tiebreaker on moto number 3. And it is going to be Tana Widmo-Lee with the overall if he can hold the spot that he's in right now. So Tana Widmo-Lee is poised to take the championship this weekend. 14 minutes plus 1 lap. For Tana Widmo-Lee, but the whole shot and the lead on moto number 3 goes to Andrew Hubert Laurie. All right, you guys, again, boat number 11, Andrew Hubert Laurie. Gentleman out of Estonia. And it is a tie rider right behind him, T4, and he's one of a pair of twins. We call them the Thunder Twins because they're so darn cool. And that is Tana Widmo-Lee. Their nickname is Sixth Sense. In third, it is Matthias Reynes, the gentleman that is tied in points. And Matthias Reynes with 113. Tana Widmo-Lee came into this with 113. Look at Hugo Passarello up in that 4th place spot. He was in 4th coming into this overall, and right now he's trying to get on the podium. He's got 84 points. Hugo Passarello, by the way, big acknowledgement to him. He just took the win this morning in endurance, his first round, and his first time for us to see him at a WGP 1 event, taking over for his dad. All right, again, boat number 11, Andrew Hubert Laurie, your leader in this third moto. Right behind him is T4, Tana Widmo-Lee. And Tana Widmo-Lee, all he's got to do is stay where he's at, and he's got this. Andrew Hubert Laurie is pushing to get a little bit higher up on that podium. He's got 87 points coming into this. This is exactly what he needs to do. He's a 7-time world champion as a junior and a 9-time European champion. He only debuted back in 2018, and right now he is blistering this track. You're watching the twins. That is T4 of the twins, Tana Widmo-Lee from Thailand on boat number 4, and that is going to be your champion for this round. All he's got to do is stay where he's at. He's got to stay ahead of that guy, in fact, because he is tied for points with Matthias Reynes. And not a comfortable position for T4 to be in, Tana Widmo-Lee, because Matthias Reynes is known for racing incredibly hard from first to last. And then it's boat number 88. That is Hugo Passarello. Rounding out your top 4. Hugo Passarello, a part of that incredible Passarello team. And that is your top 4. Again, Andrew Hubert Laurie. Debuted in 2018. He's a student riding for Team Speedline Racing. And he is matching wits with both T4. Hey, you guys, we're going to keep racing, but we're going to take a moment and tell you thank you so very much for being a part of jet ski racing. You have been watching the first round of the WGP 1 World Series right here in Poland. Don't forget, we've got 2 more rounds to go. Be sure and join us in October in Lake Havasu City, Arizona. Thanks so much for being here. I'm Don Dawson, along with the WGP 1 crew and the World Series crew. We'll see you soon. Hey, you guys, we're back to the regular live stream. Now, that was all uplinking to satellites across the world. But right now, we are back to local live streams. And thanks so much for your patience on that. Let's get us up to date on where we are. Boat number 11, that is Andrew Hubert Laurie in the lead, followed by Tana Widmo Lee. And that is the gentleman that is set to take the overall. Now, if nothing changes, Tana Widmo Lee will take the championship this weekend. Mattias Reynes will take second, and Andrew Hubert Laurie will take third. But I am premature here because Mattias Reynes is right behind him. And obviously, if Mattias Reynes gets around Tana Widmo Lee, he cannot fumble. But as long as Tana Wid can hold where he's at right now, he's perfect. But if Reynes gets around, it's going to be a whole new game. You are up to date as we get rolling. So the battle really is between T4 and 328. So just remember those numbers, T4 and 328. T4 is Tana Widmo Lee. And on a scale of 1 to 10, you tell me how nervous you think Juanita Molee and Chakatit Molee are right now, because they're both on the beach, and they're probably both chewing their fingernails, because the gentleman that can knock Tana Widmo Lee off the podium is about, I don't know, maybe 8 seconds off the pace in third. It's that nerve-wracking. Meanwhile, little young phenom that I've been talking about, Andrew Hubert Laurie, is got a brand new boat, brand new attitude, and a brand new opportunity as he is jumping up into expert and also running in the lead. He's only 2.68 seconds ahead of Tana Widmo Lee, and Tana Wid is only 5 seconds off the pace from Mattias Reynes. So Tana Wid's got a 5-second. Oh, I'm sorry. That just got reduced. Not to terrify you, but Reynes is 3.4 seconds behind Tana Widmo Lee. How nervous is everybody right now? Tana Wid is only 2.8 seconds off the pace of Andrew Hubert Laurie. And just to make it more crazy, Hugo Pastorello is only 7 seconds away from Mattias Reynes. And there is your gentleman that is tied for the lead and tied for the overall. It is terrifying. I'm terrified. Let's brag about, we got to just brag about Tana Wid just a little bit. He's a student, incredible competitor, a pair of 10s. Oh, look at this. How cool is this guy looking with binoculars up in the grandstands? That is awesome. That is just so awesome. You're watching Andrew Hubert Laurie leading Expert Ski GP. Yeah, Tana Wid is definitely trying to set up for a pass. Well, I'll tell you what Tana Wid's wanting to do. He needs to get around Andrew Hubert Laurie and create a little cushion for himself. That's what he's trying to do, and I don't blame him. It's a great strategy. The problem is Andrew Hubert Laurie is wily and fast, so he's not making it easy on him. Let's take a look at the times. Andrew Hubert Laurie just nailed a 1:34.24 on lap number 7. And Tana Widmo Lee is at a 1:33.513. And he has reduced that deficit even more. 2.3 versus 2.8 is all that separates your top two riders. However, remember how I said Mattias Reynes was up a 3.48? He's now reduced that to a 3.37 between him and Tana Wid. So each of these guys are creeping. They are creeping up on each other. And where are we on time? We've got 11.38 minutes on the clock. Let me know if this is fun for you to watch and how nervous you are on a scale of 1 to 10. But also, you got to vote with me. I'm going to say that Juanita's at about an 8 as far as nerves, and Choke is probably about a 4 or 5. Pretty sure Juanita, Tana Wid's mom, is at an 8. Yeah, Renanis reduced even more. I knew he was gonna. Oh, my Lord. He was at a 3.4, then at a 3.3. Now he's at a 2.015. Mattias Reynes is getting closer to Tana Widmo Lee. Tana Wid is at a 3.343. behind Andrew Hubert-Laurie. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I'm trying. You're watching Expert Ski GP. Andrew Hubert-Laurie leading. Let's see what his lap time is now. He's got to be feeling some of this pressure. Yeah, he was at a 1:34 lap time, now a 1:33, 1:38, and his best was a 1:30 flat. Let's see what the lap times are as they come through. We're on lap number 8. Wow, Tanawid bumped a buoy. Don't want to be tapping any buoys right now. Andrew Hubert-Laurie, Tanawid Moli, and Mateo Reynes is making this a crazy race. Tanawid's like, I was trying to pass, now I'm just playing defense. Either works. We're on lap number 9. We got 13 minutes on the clock. We should be seeing a white flag on this next lap. And I know at least one person who really needs it. OM to the goodness. You guys have got to check out the lap times. Andrew Hubert-Laurie on lap 9 put a 1:32.221 on the clock. But wait, Tanawid Moli put a 1:32.959 on the clock. Mateo Reynes put a 1:32.638 on the clock. And that's not all. Hugo Pastorello just put a 1:32.156 on that last lap. Wow. And the only person not in the screen is Hugo, and the only reason he's not is because he's about 7 seconds off. There's Hugo Pastorello. The top 4 riders all just nailed a 1:32 in some form or another. Tanawid is 4 seconds, 4.081 seconds off of Andrew Hubert-Laurie. And Mateo Reynes is 1.693 seconds off of Tanawid Moli. And Mateo Reynes goes to the inside. Tanawid Moli on the outside. Mateo Reynes so close. Tanawid shuts the door on Mateo Reynes, and I'm pretty sure we got a white flag, and we do. Only 1.7 seconds separating Mateo Reynes from Tanawid Moli. It doesn't get any closer to that without both of them being on the same boat. This is crazy. I'm already seeing the guys on the live stream giving me feedback. That is nuts. That is truly, truly nuts. We've still got women's runabout coming up. Tanawid, you gotta stay focused. Mateo Reynes is just gonna do what Mateo Reynes always does. He's hunting. And Andrew Hubert-Laurie, calm, cool, collected. He should be like a doctor or a lawyer or something. He's just amazing to watch on the track. That's your leader. Tanawid Moli is just moments away from a championship on this first round if he can hold it. And he follows Andrew Hubert-Laurie through that outside. Andrew Hubert-Laurie close enough to it might be enough to check him a little bit. Oh, that was a nice turn. Turn number 3, let's take a look. Also a nice turn for Tanawid Moli. He's following Andrew Hubert-Laurie, ducked through, didn't touch anything, got a clean run. Tanawid Moli just pops onto the front stretch. He's got to give it all he's got. Tanawid Moli holds off Mateo Reynes. That is your new champion. Congratulations to Andrew Hubert-Laurie for the win in Moto number 3. And look at the reaction from Tanawid, who holds off Mateo Reynes for the championship. So the way it's going to look, it'll be Tanawid Moli with the championship. Mateo Reynes will be second. Andrew Hubert-Laurie will be third. And that was fantastic. Hugo Pastorello will be fourth. Just had to catch up on some paperwork there, guys. We're back with women's runabout 1100 stock. 22, 8, and 50 on the inside split, and 28 and 18 on the outside. Oh, goodness. Really? We lined up the two crazy Mercado sisters on the outside where they can look at each other. This is going to be so much fun to watch. Look at boat number 28 down there. I got to brag about it. They just have been so much fun this entire weekend. Boat number 28, that's Kristen Kate from the Philippines. And boat number 18, that is Kayla Marie Mercado. They're on the outside. On the inside, you got boat number 50. She has also been splendiferous. That is Mercedes Cheke from Hungary. She's on the outside of the inside, and then right next to her is boat number 8. That's going to be Carmen Rusma. And Katarina Sepp has the pole position. Here's the points, and they have also been really close together. Katarina Sepp with 108 points coming into this. She's in the lead. Carmen Rusma in second with 96. She's tied with Kristen Kate, whose nickname is Cupcake. Mercedes Cheke is in fourth, and Kayla Marie is in fifth, and Anya Yahimik in sixth. Special thanks to our incredible team here on the Jet Tribe Euro Finals round. Oh, red flag. I see red people. We're going to re-rack them. I'll find out who jumped the start. Oh, no. It was boat number 18. Unfortunately, going to have to start with a dead engine. That is Kayla Marie. Thank you so much for that instant replay. Hey, Jonathan Owens. Great to have you watching from Pensacola. I hope to see you soon as well. And unfortunately, boat number 18, Kayla Marie, is going to have to start with a dead engine. Uh-oh. You can tell how tight these points are. That's the second. That will be the final red flag. If they jump again, they are going to get called. Since I got just a minute, this is going to be a 12-minute moto plus 1 lap. In moto number 2, it was insanity. I'll talk about that in just a second. Let's see who jumped it. Ooh. Oh, no. I think maybe it was Katarina Sepp. Let's see if she gets called. All right, Mercedes Cheke with the whole shot and took the checkered flag, and this is Moto 2, but was unfortunately penalized for cutting the track. Instead, first place went to Carmen Rusman, last year's third placer for Poland. Second place went to Kristen Kate Mercado, and third to Katarina Sepp. The Mercado sisters once again gave a fabulous rally between the two of them. And we can expect another for moto number 3. Kristen is tied in points with Carmen Rusma for second, and third is all to play for anyone in the field. Now we got a good start. Only 3 riders coming out of the gate on this one. Woo, Mercedes Cheke on the inside. She's got the whole shot on the inside. She's going to meet up with boat number 28. So Philippines in this hunt. Boat number 28, that is Kristen Kate, a.k.a. Cupcake. On the outside, those two will meet up on the front stretch. Whole shot going to go to boat number 50, and you can see the reaction from Papa. That is Zolt Cheke, who just had his own fantastic races today. Zolt very happy with that, as he should be. And Zolt, I swear, I think you're way more nervous watching Mercedes than you ever were on the line for yourself. So much fun to have this be an incredible family sport, and thank you for getting your daughter involved in jet ski racing, because, man, we love this family. You're watching Mercedes Cheke take the whole shot. Boat number 28 right behind her. That is Kristen Kate Mercado. And by the way, Mercedes 2 for 2 on hole shots. Donna Kosapin, go Cupcake, and go Kayla. Mercedes Cheque leading. Cupcake is in second. Mercado. I'll get you some times here in just a second. It's going to be Carmen Rusma in third, Katarina Sepp in fourth. Lord, try this again. Carmen Rusma in third. And Katarina Sepp in second. Excuse me, in fourth. And Kayla Mercado in fifth. Once again, Mercedes Cheque leading, followed by Cupcake Mercado in third, Carmen Rusma, Katarina Sepp in fourth, and Kayla Mercado is in fifth place. That's how it stands as we get rolling. And this is just lap number 2. Now, I don't know about you, but I've had more fun than a barrel of monkeys watching this class because it's not just the Mercados that have been flipping positions, but, man, they're a lot of fun. I will say a lot of the drama has been between those two. They're really quick, and they're very aggressive, and they're also fun, and they ride safe, and that makes for excellent racing. Hi, Zolte. I was just going to ask if he's nervous, but the camera guy stepped away from him. Mercedes Cheque. Is it just me, or is Cupcake catching up to her? We're going to get lap times here, and I can take a look. Oh, Philippines. See Adipon Kunsa up there hanging out with him, I think. All right, 145.271 for Mercedes Cheque. And, oh, yeah. Cupcake is a little bit quicker. She's a 143.573. Carmen Rusma, 146.456. Katarina Seppa, 146.177. So, yeah. I think Cupcake's catching up. Just saying. Mercedes Cheque, going to be a tough one to pass. She's learned from one of the best. She's the daughter of Zolt Cheque. Very celebrated rider out of Hungary. And just watching Carmen Rusma in third. Carmen, by the way, out of Tallinn, Estonia, another very quick Estonian rider. They just breed them fast out there. First full jet ski season was just in 2022, and she is going to be one to watch for sure. Yeah, oh yeah, they're getting really close. That is Mercedes Cheque and Cupcake Mercado. Open up the gap on that little backstretch. Not done yet. We're not done yet. Let's see how fast they are. Oh, 1.22. I would say that's close. 1.22 on Dawn's unofficial stopwatch. Let's take a look at the timing. 1.575. That was from the other lap, so I think she's reduced the lap even more. Let's take a look as they come on the front stretch. A 146.933 for Mercedes Cheque and a 145.719. And yep, a 1.335 is all that separates from the timing. That's all that separates those two. Too close to rest, for sure. You're watching Mercedes Cheke and Kristen Kate, a.k.a. Cupcake. She said she rides that 28 number because her brother picked it out for her. I think that makes sense. She's a 2-time Philippine champ and a 3-time Philippine champ and a 2-time Indo champ. She names her jet skis based on alcoholic drinks. I love this girl. I now have soju, tequila, whiskey, and the boat I'm racing now is vodka. Well, that just made my day. Oh, my goodness. You guys are too much fun. If you get a chance, hang out with some of these teams. I guarantee you, you will walk away with a whole different perspective on life for sure. All right, you guys, you just got a couple more races to go. And on that inside split is Cupcake aboard vodka. Insanity. Oh, my gosh. Gap opened up just a little bit on that last lap. Let's take a look and see the gap between first and second, that is. Mercedes Cheke had a 146.933, and Christine Kate, a.k.a. Cupcake, had a 148.489. Carmen Rusma with a 148.742 is third. Katarina Sepp with a 149.528 is fourth. And Kayla is in fifth with a 150.977. Man, I tell you what, that dead engine start killed her. That was a toughie. It's so hard when that happens. It hurt both her and Katarina. You are watching the women's runabout 1100 stock, and it's exactly how it sounds. Women only, sit-downs only, although I guess you could enter a jet ski. That would be bad. Or stand-up, I mean. And then 1100, once again, describing the type of engine. And then stock means you can't do anything to the engine. You can't add any horsepower to the engine. You can't do any aftermarket parts in that regard. It's got to be a stock boat. Now, what you can do is handling changes. Anything you need to do to help with the handling, and that can make a massive difference. Cupcake, you are rocking it. I see Adipon Kunsa out there chilling out up in the stands. And there goes your top two. Mercedes Cheke and Cupcake in the house. Carmen Rusma is starting to pick up some pace here. She is getting closer to the top two riders. Carmen Rusman, your third place young lady out on the track. Carmen, as I mentioned, out of Talon. She's 43 years fast. She runs a promotional gift company. That's cool. She races the 7-7 because she shares a boat with Mattia Seaman and Carl Keskela. In 2022, she was a Lithuanian champion. That was her first win, in fact. And she's been playing ice hockey for almost 20 years. So Carmen is a tough cookie. Cupcake is hunting Mercedes Cheke. Mercedes is ignoring her. All right, Mercedes goes to the outside. Cupcake on the inside split. Definitely an opportunity for Cupcake to get a little cleaner water. She's close enough to Mercedes Cheke that she needs that clean water to add time. See if she can make up. She's watching her, too. Watching the buoys and watching Mercedes as well to see how close she's getting to her. Mercedes had some really clean water. And that looked very nice on that last lap. See if she got any closer according to the time. White flag is out for Mercedes Cheque, a 148.102. And Cupcake had a 149.487, just 3.9 seconds off the pace. Carmen Rusma, told you she was gaining time. She had a 146.361. She's only 4 seconds away from the girls. 4 seconds away from second place. That's Carmen Rusma. She doesn't have a lot of real estate left, though. As we are watching the final lap here for women's runabout, we've got 2 more races to go. Hang with us. Well, on this final lap, Mercedes Cheque goes to that outside, and Cupcake Mercado from the Philippines goes to the inside. So we got Hungary on the outside, Philippines on the inside, and Estonia is going to follow through that outside split. That is Carmen Rusma. Mercedes Cheque, nice. Turn 2 was also very clean. She's going to the doubles. Lickety split. Bam. Takes a nice wide turn. Keeps it pinned. Congratulations, Mercedes Cheque. She came into this in 4th place, and that win is going to add another 60 points to her overall. So the podium is this. Katarina. So if Katarina had gone from 3rd to 1st, she could have done that if she'd picked off Mercedes Cheque. Let's take a look and see. Katarina Sepp will be your podium, followed by Mercedes Cheque, and Cupcake will round out your top 3. I know, I saw Zolte on the camera. He's like, I got to leave. I can't take the pressure. He actually walked away from the camera. He's going to give a big, big hug to Mercedes Cheque. What a beautiful run. Mercedes, I don't know if you can hear me, but girl, that was awesome, awesome. Very proud of you. 2 whole shots. But if Cupcake had gotten around, she'd have gone from 3rd to a win overall. Beautiful job, Mercedes. All right, Katarina Sepp takes the podium. She wins the championship. Mercedes Cheque will be 2nd, and Cupcake will be 3rd. Blaze says, still a win, Cupcake? Absolutely. Got to grab a little. Oh, Zolte. That is such a cool picture between Zolte and Mercedes Cheque. Thank you, guys. I just love, love, love when we keep the families racing, and Zolte getting his daughter into it. It's just such a win for us all when we see moments like that. You've been watching the Jet Tribe Euro Finals 2024 and the World Series Round 1. I do want to remind you guys, we've got a ton of updates happening all year long. So please follow us on social media, Jet Ski World Series. We're both on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram, LinkedIn. Anywhere you want to go, you can find us. We've also got a fantastic website. You can go to jetskiworldseries.com. You can also go to WGP1.com. That'll get you there as well. Women's Runabout 1100 stock is now complete. We're going to Expert Ski Modified. And down on the line is boat number 19. Oh, excuse me, boat number 79. My bad. That's Salim Al-Matawa on Barra Property. It's actually John Fan's boat. Carl Jusup is in 2nd, and Mattias Reynes is on the pole position on the inside. So all 3 of those riders are going to line up on the inside split. And so they'll all be going to the inside for the start. There won't be a split section in play until after the first lap. 3:28. Mattias Reynes making that look an easy peasy. So Mattias Reynes hunting a hole shot. Carl Josep Steinberg right behind him, and Salim Al-Matawa rounding out your top three. And your hole shot goes to Mattias Reynes. Carl Josep Steinberg second. And it is going to be Salim Al-Matawa on OPP, other people's property, for your top three as we get underway with Expert Ski Mods. So we're back to the stand-up division, ski division. So it's either runabout or ski. Generally, that's what you'll see, or sport. Those are our three mains. Closed course racing, that is. And then modified is it's not open boats, like not a full-on open boat, but it's more than limited. So you can put a ton more parts on it, a lot of more aftermarket. It's a fast boat, but not just a fully loaded. Although, I mean, I guess if you wanted a fully open boat, you could just jump in. Oh, wow, what kind of one-legged monkey jump was that? Mattias Reynes on the inside split. And that was quite a nice recovery. Meanwhile, Carl Josep tagged the outside split buoy. Not going to affect him. Wow, that was a pretty double right turn. I really like that. Did a left side turn on a doubles. The double green buoys on the outside, and that was really pretty from Carl Josep Steinberg. Just about picture perfect form and a precision on that. Nicely done for Steinberg. Mattias Reynes, I'm so excited for him that he joined the military. That was something he really wanted to do, but I'm also kind of sad because that's going to limit his time on the water, and it's also going to limit our opportunities to see him, and he's just one of the more flamboyant and fun riders, which is fascinating because when you talk to Mattias Reynes off the track, he's actually kind of quiet. I mean, he's fun when you get to know him, but if you just walk up to him out of the blue, he's a very introverted, quiet, very analytical soul. But once you get to know him, he's pretty fun. But on the water, he's got a ton of personality. Just the way he rides, you can look at it. You can just see it. You can see it playing out. He's very much a finesse combined with physicality. He's a lot of fun to watch. Watch how he switches feet back and forth. He's sponsored by Benji and Yuki. And Yuki says he's been so much fun to train. Absolutely like family for those guys. Carl, you are screaming through this inside split. Carl Josep Steinberg is who you're watching on the inside. Not going to be enough to overtake Mattias Reynes on that lap, but nevertheless, acknowledgement and props for great run. Donna Cosapin saying congratulations, Cupcake and Kayla. Good job, girls. Reynes, by the way, has taken all of the hole shots so far in Expert Ski Modified. And we'll do a recap while we're hanging. Mattias Reynes posted the best lap in Moto number 1 with a 1:28.343. Took the hole shot and the win with a comfortable 15-second lead over Carl Josep Steinberg in second. Salim Al-Matawa finished in third. Mattias Reynes in Moto number 2 with the hole shot and the win. The battle was for second between Steinberg, who stole it from Al-Matawa, and who knows what's going to end up here in Moto number 3. Mattias Reynes back to the inside. Honestly, I think he's just messing with Carl at this point. It was literally doesn't matter which side of the splits he goes. He's got a bit of enough cushion, but I think he's wanting to work both splits, and that's a nice strategy. He's comfortable on both of them. He's got a brand new wetsuit, too. That is a wicked wetsuit. Anyway, Mattias Reynes is sponsored by B&J Parts. He's been helping out Lynn Kiriashi. Lynn is Benji and Yuki's daughter, and Mattias has been giving her some coaching and stuff, and so is Kevin Redderer. And man, I just got to give some love to Lynn Kiriashi. She actually not only brought me a sandwich, but every time I've seen her for, I don't know, since she was about knee-high to a grasshopper, every time I see her at one of the races, she comes up and hugs me. She's just one of the most sweetest little souls. She's a young junior rider. If you get an opportunity, introduce yourself to Lynn Kiriashi, Francois Kiriashi. She's just adorable, absolutely adorable. And she's quite the charmer, so you have been warned. I love how much we support and take care of the families in this sport. It's a big deal to me, and it's clearly very much a big deal to our promoters around the globe. 14 minutes plus 1 lap is what we're looking at. Let's just take a look at the time. No time left for you. Just kidding, we got a lot of time. We've only got 5.5 minutes on the clock. A 1:29 for lap number 4. 1:29.957 for Mattias Reynes. Carl Steinberg with a 1:28.834. So Steinberg clipping along a little bit quicker. He's 2.9 seconds behind Mattias Reynes. Here's your third place rider, Salim Al-Matawa. Salim lives in Kuwait. He's 26 years old, sponsored by Pro Rider Garage in Kawasaki, Kuwait. His first race was back in 2013, and he does have a world championship, and he nailed that in 2019. Hey, you guys, don't forget to keep me company here on this live stream. I'm missing you. Nobody's talked to me in a few minutes, so give me some shout-outs on your highlights over the week. What has stuck out the most so far from the racing? Who did you think had the best pass? Who do you think had the coolest hole shot? Who has the neatest looking helmet or wetsuit? Who took the nastiest digger? Whichever you'd like to share, just let me know. I think one of the things that sticks out for me is Skinny Moe's blistering a 1:20, and then Waleed Al-Shasharni coming back and knocking that right off of the deal with a 1:17. I mean, who does that? Waleed, actually, does that. That's a big highlight for me. Jaden Richardson was a fantastic highlight this year. Getting a chance to see both River Varner from the United States race in Poland and Sophie Francis. Getting a chance to catch up with Jimmy Wilson. And that smoking hole shot he had was also really awesome to watch. Gosh, what else? I was bummed. I think the most surprised I've been was Mohamed El Baz going off his boat on the backstretch. That shocked me. I don't think I hardly have ever seen Mohamed El Baz come unhooked from the saddle. And I've watched him a long time. That really, really surprised me. So I suspect something happened to the boat because he's like Velcro. So I'm really curious to find out. And I think the other really cool highlight for me was Hugo Pastorello. Wow, it was just amazing watching Hugo taking big footsteps and following in his dad's legacy. Yeah, it was unfortunate that John Bruno had an accident, wasn't able to be here, but man, Hugo held the torch in probably one of the most beautiful ways. I want to say a special thanks to all of our amazing sponsors. Watching Mattias Reynes just click down the time. Oh, thanks, Julie. I appreciate that. These Ventus watching from the Philippines. Yay, Tess Ventus. I think that's a highlight. Tess, I appreciate that. Man, Jello gave us a scare, didn't he? He had some super racing this weekend. Julie Dean Thompson, thanks for your feedback. Aw, big hugs to you. I appreciate you. Anthony Dean's Moto 1 was unbelievable. Good feedback. You're absolutely right. And watching Luke live was awesome. Yeah, Luke Thompson did really good. Yeah, I love her favorite. I love that Julie is commenting on the favorite racing. I appreciate that. Thanks for sharing your highlights with me. Anybody else want to share your highlights? Please, please, please. I'd love to hear it. I think watching Dawn try to pronounce some of these names is very entertaining. That's probably not going to change much. This last lap, lap number 8, a 1:28.947, and Steinberg with a 1:53.926 in second. Salim Al-Matawa with a 1:34.603 in third. We are on lap number, we're coming up on lap number 9. We've got 11 minutes on the clock. Oh, I had a great question on the live stream. Okay, that's good. I'm going to answer that one. White flag is out for Mattias Reynes. All right. Where would I want to race? Well, first off, let's talk about the differences between these venues. So you've got Poland, who has some humidity, and certainly threw out a magic trick or 5 on weather. I mean, we had everything from super freaking hot to cold to cyclone-type winds. We almost lost our media tent, all the way to dead calm. So that was fun. Big waves down to flat water. I mean, I think Poland really was the trickster of the stops. I think Lake Havasu is going to be very challenging in its own way. Lake Havasu is very hot. Even in October, it's hot. I mean, we're talking mid to upper 90s, sometimes over 100. And that is very taxing as far as reservoir reserves on the rider. The other thing about Lake Havasu is super dry. It's really, really, really a dry state. So keeping hydrated, making sure you don't cramp, making sure that you are taking care of your body out there is critical. And then you get to Pattaya, Thailand, our final stop on that round. Now, Pattaya has a ton of humidity, and it's hot. So it's like it escalates each time. Congratulations to Mattias Reynes, who takes the win and the championship. You've been watching Expert Ski Modified. And a great job for Mattias Reynes, who's going to scoot right on over to Tech. It's going to be Carl Joseph Steinberg, and rounding out your top 3 is going to be Salim Al-Matawa on the podium. All right, where would you guys like to race? I'll tell you where I would like to race the most. I love them all, but I do have a fave. Like that, say words. All right, let's do our rundown here for the final race of the day. Expert run about 1100 Superstock. Here are the points. 120 points for Falin Salih. He's currently in the lead with a pair of wins. Bookends for the gentleman from Cambodia. Kasadit Terapratip is in second with 96 points. And, man, we got a 3-way tie for this final one. Niels Whitling in third and Sultan Al-Hamadi in fourth. Anton Ignacio rounds out our top 5. He's got 78 points on the board. And Anton Ignacio is on the outside. You can see him down there with the Philippines team. Hi, bud. He's got an opportunity to convert that into a hole shot. That outside can be a Cinderella story. Sultan Alamati got his hand in the air, wanting to make sure he got the boat started, and we are ready to rumble. Three-way tie between Kasadit, Niels, and Sultan. Oh, it's going to be a little tense. Oh, that was a good start. Wow. Sultan Alamati's on a little rocket ship. And the pocket rockets are off. Expert run about 1100 super stock. Good job, Mercado Sisters from Mel Ventus. Expert runabout Superstock. Here's the recap. Philin Sali with the whole shot in the win. Philin only posted the second fastest lap time at a 1:45.411. Let's take a look and see who's going to get the whole shot on the inside. That is 99. Abdullah Al-Hamadi, or excuse me, Sultan Al-Hamadi on 99. And Niels Whitling also coming through. Oh, Philin Salih back at the back. 33 is in third. So you got Sultan Alamati with the whole shot, followed by Niels Whitling, and then Philin Salih is in third. So congratulations, Sultan Alamati. Al-Hamadi in the lead. Here's the recap of Moto number 1 and Moto number 2. Moto 1, Philin Salih with the whole shot in the win. Philin posted the second fastest lap time at 1:45.411, with the fastest lap time posted by Niels Whitling at a 1:43.984. Let's see if they could go faster on this afternoon run. Niels finished in second, with Sultan Alawadi finishing in third. Moto 2, Niels Whitling with the whole shot and best lap time of a 1:45.444. Niels was ahead in the race, but unfortunately, dadgummit, got docked for missing buoys along with Anton Ignacio, who was due to finish second. No. As a result, it was Philin Salih who finished in first, followed by Kasadit Terapratip and Sultan Al-Hamadi in third. Philin comes in a Moto 3 ahead of the pack, but second and third and fourth are all tied, as I mentioned. Another class with 3 different hole shots. Philin, Niels, and Sultan all got hole shots. And our Thai riders getting some love. FC Thailand Cub clapping for Kasadit Terapratip, who is currently in second in points. Well, tied anyway for second. Anton Ignacio, flat out, he's laying over the front of the boat. He's doing everything he can to stay fully hooked up. Keeping the back end of that boat connected as well. Oh, that is a good question. Oh, wow. Kasadit Terapratip is actually not on the water. I wonder what happened. He was tied for that second spot, but unfortunately did not make it to the lineup. Sultan Al-Hamadi is in the lead with a 1:39.873. Niels Whitling just pulled down a 1:40.421. Anton Ignacio just pulled down a 1:40.364, and Philin Salih a 1:41.608. Sultan Al-Hamadi, a 2021 Triple Crown Pro-Am Ski Stock champion. He's currently in the lead. He hails from Sharjah, UAE. Gentleman in second, 17 years fast. He's a student. That's Niels Whitling. He's a German champion and a European champion. And Anton Ignacio Sorry, I was just looking for the... Yes, that was me whining. I generally don't do that on the live stream. I'm so sorry. I was looking for a bio there. Instead, I whined. Watching your race leader, Sultan Al-Hamadi. Man, Niels Whitling's right in his back pocket. $140.944 for Sultan. Niels Whitling just nailed that 140.632. He's 2.62 seconds. He was. Actually, I think he's closer now quite a bit. He's going to take the inside split. That is Niels Whitling to the inside. Oh, a little bit of an unhooking from Niels Whitling. He did that on the second turn, actually, on the inside. Isn't that funny? It was so gloomy and scary earlier, and now it's blue skies out there. Sultan Al-Hamadi, no problem. Holding off Niels Whitling in that lap. Meanwhile, Anton Ignacio being sneaky. Sneaky. Let's take a look at Anton's time. I got a feeling it's pretty quick. Anton Ignacio, yep, had a 140.251 to Neil Whitling's 140.930, and also faster than the race leader, a 140.686. All of that happening on lap 4. Anton Ignacio going to be one to watch. Anton out of Manila, Philippines, 18 years, aged. He's so aged. Said he lived in Manila since he was 2. That boat built by Jumbo Tuner. His first race in 2019. He's a 3-time Philippine champ, a 1-time Malay champ, a Networks Club champ, a world champion, a vice world champion, and a Thai champion. All of that, and wait for it, only 18 years old. Comes the top 3 once again. Let's see what happens here. We've got Sultan Al-Hamadi to the outside. Oh, interesting. Niels Whitling chooses to follow him in the outside, and Anton did as well. By the way, Sultan just made a minor mistake, but he just came a little unhooked, and that definitely put Niels in his pocket. Back on the front stretch, no change. A 143.751 for Sultan Al-Hamadi. Niels had a 141.96. Anton Ignacio from that inside split had a 143. So Niels Whitling on lap 5 had the fastest lap time with a 141. Must be feeling that pressure, and he did react to that. Niels out of Frechen, Germany. Used to live in Thailand, actually. Was born on the 15th, but also that's his dad's race number, so he likes it. He's a 1-time German champion and a European champion. Talking about Niels Whitling, your rider in second. Oh, Niels been getting faster and faster, and I think he is setting up to make a pass. All right, let's take a look out on this split section. Anton Ignacio, I applaud you for running to that inside. That was smart. Let's see if that strategy pays off. Sultan Al-Hamadi going to the outside. Niels Whitling also to the outside. Anton Ignacio going to go to the inside. Is he going to be able to pick up time on Niels Whitling? I'm not sure. Let's take a look at this lap time, though. I'll tell you. All right, a 142 for Sultan Al-Hamadi. And Niels Whitling had a 1.4451, and Ignacio had a 1.4464. He did exactly what he needed to do there. And he ran a 1.44, so he's right in the money. So Anton Ignacio was making that inside split work. Falin Sali with a 1.54.293. Sultan Alamati up and over on that ski, standing up on it just a little bit. Then he sits back down. I love how he's moving his weight. He actually has also been switching his legs a little bit, helping keep that boat hooked up. Drops down into the turn as he comes to the MasterCard buoy. But, yeah, he's been standing up in between the buoys to help with the hookup. Well, now we get beautiful skies. Sultan Alamati goes to the outside. Niels following him again. And this time Anton is going to flip back over to the outside, working everything he can to try to get around. Now, I'm going to be curious about Anton's time. Did he go faster or slower coming through that outside? Sultan Alamati on this one, a 1.42.194. Niels Whitling with a 1.4451. And Anton Ignacio with a 1.4464. Wait a minute, that doesn't look like those times updated. Stand by. We got 11 minutes on the clock. Yeah, Niels Whitling had a 1.42.698. Al Hamadi had a 1.42.194. And Ignacio did slow it up a little bit on that one with a 1.44.64. Falin Sali with a 1.45.763. So Anton Ignacio was a little slower on that outside on lap number 7, at least according to the time. So, I mean, I don't know how much you trust me on that, but 11 minutes into it. We got 11:10. It's going to be a 14-minute moto. Hope you guys have enjoyed the racing. We've had a lot of it. Started on Thursday, and we have been non-stop ever since. I do believe we have worked over 100 classes, maybe about 110 classes the last 4 days. Impressive amount of classes to get through. Whoa, Anton. Nice. Niels Whitley was like, dude, did you want some coffee? Because you're pretty close. I like it. Anton Ignacio jumped in the pocket. Way to let him know you're there, buddy. Oh, that was awesome. Niels Whitley did second. Anton Ignacio right there in third. He was very close. Lap 8. A 1.42.274 for Sultan Alamati. A 1.44 for Niels Whitling and a 1.42 for Ignacio. That answers that question. We're now at 12:50. And on average, we've been doing about 9 laps on this, and that makes sense. We're on lap number 8. Should be getting a white flag up here any moment, I do believe. I do think. And the crowds go wild. Come on, you guys. Get ready to put your hands together for our final champions of the day. It has been so much fun to watch. Let's look at a podium here. Oh, 79 races. I might have exaggerated. Fine. Somebody had to correct me. 79 races. It feels like 100. Okay. White flag is out for Peter DeSmit, and I mean feels like 100 in a good way. So we'll give you the podium And the way it stands right now, if there's no change, it'll be Falin, Sultan Al Hamadi, and Niels Whitling. So Anton Ignacio's got one more shot to get into the podium position. But right now, it's Falin Salih, Sultan Al Hamadi, and Niels Whitling for your top three. Fantastic racing by all of our riders. Do get ready to cheer for them. It's our final race of the day. At Niels trying to run down Sultan Al Hamadi. It is so fun, though, when you get out on the course. Yes, of course, we're always focused on the scores, but we're also just in the zone, right? So you can see Niels is locked in. He could care less where he's at on the podium right now. All he can see is red and white and a helmet, and he's trying to run and see if he can get around Sultan Al Hamadi. He's going to go to the inside, and that, I think, is a joy of racing. All right, Anton Ignacio going to follow on that outside split. All right, Ostrów Warcki and all the people in the stands, are you guys ready to cheer for Sultan Al Hamadi, Falin Salih, Niels Whitling, and Ignacio? Oh, that was so close. Congratulations to Sultan Al Hamadi for taking the third moto win, and to Niels Whitling and Anton Ignacio. And there is your champion, Falin Salih, chilling like a villain on the outside split. That is going to be your series round one winner. You've been watching the Jet Tribe Eurofinals 2024 and the World Series round one. Now listen, just because we're done here does not mean we are done. I want you guys to follow us and like us at Jet Ski World Series. And that way you can be a part of this for the whole year, because now that you're here, we've adopted you, and we're not letting you go, so you have to stay and be our friends. Congratulations to vote number 33, Falin Salih. Poser. And that, as they say, is going to be a wrap. On behalf of the WGP1 and World Series, I want to say thank you to everyone. We really appreciate you. Congratulations to all of the competitors this weekend. Have a magnificent rest of your Sunday. Come and join us if you would like for the awards ceremony, which just is going to happen in a little bit. And other than that, I will see you in Lake Havasu in October. I'm Don Dawson on behalf of the crew. Later, Tater.
I have a relationship in Thailand. It's the love for the people, for the food, the beautiful nature, and the places. I've cultivated a beautiful relationship in Thailand. What will yours be?
Powered by Jet Tribe. Presented by Freedom Racing.
Official partner, Sport Authority of Thailand.
National Sport Development Funds.
Welcome to our proudest moment, tumbling through every single detail, unveiling pristine odysseys ahead, crafting each element for globe-trotting, embarking for the sky. Your magical journey redefined. Thai, smooth as silk.
I have a relationship in Thailand. It's the love for the people, for the food, the beautiful nature, and the places. I've cultivated a beautiful relationship in Thailand. What will yours be?
Powered by Jet Tribe. Presented by Freedom Racing.
Official partner, Sport Authority of Thailand.
National Sport Development Funds.
Welcome to our proudest moment. Tumbling through every single detail. Unveiling pristine odysseys ahead. Crafting each element for globe trotting. Embarking for the sky. Your magical journey redefined. Thai, smooth as silk.